Okay, so last we met, you guys had trekked up the mountain to take out the griffins on the mount. These griffin had been harassing Taverie's supply chains and killing people for a long time now, and Griff, being local, knew that it could be stopped. After a hard walk up the mountain and meeting an ominous warning from a tree ant, you guys faced a griffin matron and her 3 young. It was a harrowing battle, one that saw the loss of one of your compatriots, Armin.
Aaron.
In the end, you came away with a magical saddle and a griffin egg. We'll leave off at the top of the mountain. You guys getting ready to leave and head back to Fort Brent. It's about 3, 4 o'clock-ish in the evening.
Right.
Miss my horse.
This is session
yeah.
6, right?
This is 6, 7, actually.
Welp.
Oh, you missed one. Don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah.
Did he give me his name, by the way?
What's that?
Did the horse give me his name?
No, you didn't ask him. You can ask him when you summon him today. You could do that. That was kind of the point of the item.
Okay.
I think you did name him.
Did I? I don't think I did.
Amelia might have.
Named him.
He already forgot it.
I didn't name him. No, he's a sentient being.
Yeah, he's got his own name.
Did you ask what his name was?
I just asked him if he was chill with, like, hanging out and us riding him sometime.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Well,
Chill horse.
Affirmative consent is very important in extra.
has he been through the desert? Then he has no name.
Oh shit.
No deserts.
Swift, to you of all people,
Not
I would
yet.
hope have gotten that reference.
I got it.
Okay, I did. You didn't acknowledge it, so I didn't.
All right. Are you guys gonna do anything on the mountain before you leave, or are we just heading down?
Grab Armin.
Okay. Yeah. You hoist him on your shoulder.
Yeah. Want to make sure that was done.
Carrying the corpse of an 18-year-old.
Surprisingly common in these days of the war.
Wrapped in linen. Where do you guys get the linen, by the way?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
Okay. So you guys make the trek down the mountain. It's pretty uneventful. Not a lot happens.
Did they pass by the same tree?
What?
Did they pass by the Ent again?
Yeah, you get to the dell with the Ent. You guys want to try to talk to it, or are you just walking on by?
I don't see why we shouldn't. Should I just walk up to it and say something, or?
It's just a tree right now. It's not like he's out in the open, so you're gonna have to try to summon him if you want.
Oh. Well, what would I do for that? Would I roll something, or?
It's up to you. Give it a shot.
I do a nature check. Would that suffice?
I mean, you can do a nature check if you want to learn more about the kind of tree that it is, but
I don't know what type of thing I would do for this, so I don't know. Seems more like a magic person thing. So
technically, all of you are magical.
That's true.
So,
yeah,
you're standing in the circle of pines. There's the trees standing in front of you. It's just swaying lightly in the breeze.
Wait, does Dagomir have magic?
Yeah, he's an Eldritch Knight.
He's an Eldritch Knight, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But I've used up like all my spell slots and shit. I mean, not that I have anything that would let me like speak to Woodland. Let me check what I can do. Can I perform an investigation to check to see how I might go about waking the trio? Or that would fall under Arcana?
Yeah, Arcana would probably be the best bet.
Okay.
Sorry to derail, but I thought we were gonna open with a short rest. I'm kind of fucked up. I don't know about the rest of y'all.
Short rest at
Probably
the
would be
tree.
better
Oh,
to do it before.
Did you
Yeah,
want to
last
hang out on
time
the mountain for an hour?
Last I
and-
have on my notes is we were in the middle of setting up camp.
I mean, we kind of cleared the danger on the mountaintop, right? It's like a little clearing up there.
Yeah, I think
Not
most
a
of you
place
have
to chill.
like middling or low HP at this point, so we should probably thought we were resting up
Or
or have
worse.
already.
Yeah, if you guys want to wait on the mountain, you can do that. You can hang out for an hour.
That might not be a terrible idea. So are we in agreement that it's going to be short rest on top?
Okay. Everybody do your short
Owl
rest
bear.
thing.
I am going to weapon bond with the Northern Reaches halberd.
All right. As you do that, a rune in the head of the halberd lights up.
Oh shit!
Shiny.
A blue light. As you attune to the weapon, you feel resistant to the cold.
Interesting.
Your brain is flooded with a vision of your
Oh.
ancestors' past, fighting orcs. Now,
Orcs.
your halberd will do 1d4 damage against ogroids.
Oh shit!
Oh, the sound of orc screaming is one of my favorites.
Isn't it though?
Damn, he's gonna have to make a fucking check to not be racist at that tavern when we go back.
Oh,
Well, they're half
Oh,
orcs,
right.
and I was an ogre actually, so
Yeah, well, I mean,
Are orcs ogroids?
yes.
Oh, whoops. I had I hear orc, my mind immediately goes to Lord of the Rings. I have a lot of microaggressions and predisposed stereotypes I need to work through on this.
Yeah, ogroids are orcs, ogres, and trolls.
oh my.
Soldiers and trolls. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
in D&D, it's goblin, hobgoblin, bugbear, and then orcs, ogres.
Oh, yeah, forgot about the goblins.
Or goblins, ogroids too.
Goblinoids sound horrifying.
Yeah, no, they're goblinoids. This is like deep lore. I forget.
Let's take a deep dive.
This is like very important. If you don't know your goblin lore.
And
Yeah.
what should I write anything for the resistance to the cold or
Yeah, when wielding the weapon, you have resistance to cold damage.
okay? And is
That's
that
half damage.
quantified in anything or
It's just half damage when you take
Okay.
cold damage.
Pretty pog.
It is kind of pog though.
He's pretty pog. If you share this with Tidal, he also has resistance to cold damage, and he thinks it's pretty cool.
Let's go
Well,
hit die.
our frontliners are just immune to cold?
No, we're not. We're resistant.
Oh, right, yeah. I have a brain that works sometimes, I swear.
I'm immune to disease.
All right, everybody short rested. Everybody got their shit figured out.
I'm also
Shit.
gonna need to
Status tight.
heal. What are my hit dice?
I should probably start recording my hit points also on D&D Beyond.
1d10. Oh, I've used all of my hit dice as that
Beyond
last
D&D Beyond.
set. Wait, when do hit dice reset? Long rests?
It half rounded up hit dice used at the end of a long rest.
Okay, well, I don't think I have any hit dice left, so
You should.
should.
well, you just did a short rest, right? So you get your second wind.
Did I hear that right, Steve? Half of your used hit die get restored on a long rest?
Half of used hit dice.
Well,
No, half of all hit dice are restored on long rest, not used.
Okay, so
Copy.
then the 2 questions following that.
You have 3 total.
get
You
2
get 2
back?
back at the end of every long rest.
And I don't think, when did we do a long rest recently that would have allowed me to?
When you camped out in the forest before going
okay.
up the mountain.
Well, in that case, I will be using 2 of my hit dice to heal.
I don't know what my HP is, so I don't know how much to use.
Actually, I'm only going to use.
I'm reading the old Air
22.
Owlbear right now. It says you have 22 HP.
I have 22. Okay.
Okay, so is everybody healed? Everybody done their short resting?
Yep,
Comfortably healed.
I have used 2. I used only 1 hit dice to heal, so yeah, I'm good.
All right, after a slight respite at the top of the mountain, you make your way down. It's a hard trek, but uneventful. You don't see any baddies or beasts. You come up to your campsite from the night before. It's completely unchanged. It looks fine. It looks normal. Oh, tree. Are we stopping at the tree?
I was really only wanting to ask it like what it meant by a debt, and if by the death of Armin is like what it meant. I know it said it wasn't sure, but
Can we feed Armin to the tree? Like fertilize the tree with Armin?
Jesus Christ, Steve.
It's like cool. Some people want to be turned into trees when they die.
He asked to be sent back to Rock City.
With his accent, it's really hard to tell what he says.
And I'm the right.
With this rock accent.
Yeah, the
It's
rock
very
accent
rocky.
sounds like they're gargling with gravel in their mouth.
He has a very rocky accent. Pretty gravelly.
All right, so you're standing in front of the tree. It's not awoken yet. What do you do?
Hello, tree.
The tree doesn't move.
I. Fuck
Tree's
it.
sleeping. It doesn't give a shit. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't really think we have anything else to discuss with this tree. Are we
Okay.
going back to find Griff's sword now then? Or are we just heading back? Because I would not like to have to give Griff my sword eternally.
I think if you wanted to get your sword back, you could do that. I would assume.
What took Griff's sword to begin with? It was that the what did the tree call them?
The
Interloper?
pollinating interlopers bring the yellow fog.
Yes, we should probably do something to address that while we are out here as well.
We also need to somehow meet Gum's character.
Griff hands you back your great sword, and he's like, "Oh, thank you. I needed it for that battle.
Happy to be of assistance.
Although I would like my sword back. I'm sure I can just get one from the armory until we can mount a full expedition. I'm sure it's somewhere in these forests, and I have no doubt they'll make this right."
If not now, I will help you find your sword at some other time, I suppose.
Another day. I am tired. I'm sure the colonel is expecting us back. I
We
told
should
him
make
we
a
would
full
be back
report.
within the day. All right, so you trek down to your campsite. Campsite's fine, and you start walking back to the wagon. The wagon, you slipped off the side of the road. You hit it with some foliage. And as you near the wagon, you notice 4 small figures,
Oh shit.
fairly similar to the ones you saw in the
New
forest.
owlbear just dropped.
Behind it are 2 dog-like creatures. The air is thick. It smells musty around the wagon.
More veg pygmies.
Griff, seeing the men in the forest, calls out to them. Says, "Hey! You're the ones that took my sword!" And the veg pygmy closest to you turns around. It looks like he's about a foot or so taller than the other veg pygmies. He's
Talking about this one, right?
yes, he's very muscly. He looks different. He built different.
He's just built different. I'm just gonna move up to stand next to Griff and probably pass him the sword back, I assume? Or why'd you give it back to me?
Griff bats your hand away. He's like, I'm going to get my sword back. As the yelling starts, one of the smaller Vegapygmies steps up from behind the wagon, and you can see him toting Griff's sword around. He's having a hard time carrying it. It's pretty heavy. Upon seeing you, Dagamir, the Vegapygmies all drop to the ground on their knees and start bowing at you.
Huh?
The small dog-like creatures in the back lay down and start to whine.
This is unusual.
They start chittering in a language that you don't understand.
Griff, do you know what they're saying?
I have absolutely no idea.
Anyone understand this at all?
Yeah, I
It-
start casting comprehend languages as a ritual. It's gonna take me 10 minutes.
All right. The chief of the bigger one of the Veg Pygmies steps up and he starts speaking in a deeper voice than the Pygmies. And you don't immediately understand what he says.
Dagomar walks up to him and looks at him in the eyes intently, trying to figure out what it is they're trying to tell him, even if he can't understand what they're saying.
All right. Emilio, you understand that the Vegapygmies that are chittering are saying, "He is the one! He is the one that has saved us! He is the one!"
They're proclaiming you some sort of messiah.
Messiah.
The larger pygmy steps up to you, Dagamir, and he starts speaking in a language you don't understand. However, Emilio and Randy both understand it as the Dorian Pigeon language. He says, "You are the one that killed the griffin. She and her young have been destroying our crops and killing our people. You are the one to save us from the great red force."
They're jazzed because you killed the griffin.
Oh, well. Tell them I'm happy to be of assistance.
I
Clarifying.
can't say shit back.
You said they were speaking Dorian Pigeon?
Yes.
So, okay, so comprehend languages. So they were speaking in
No.
Pygmy earlier, now they're speaking Dorian Pigeon?
Yeah, they were speaking in a language you don't understand, but now Emilio does for a
For
amount
now.
of time. Yeah.
I will try to, respond in Dorian to the guy because I should be able to speak that back.
It's comprehend languages, not... I forget the
I
text of
speak
it.
Dorian anyway.
Yeah. So, sorry, where were we?
I don't know. I'll
Something
step
about
up
the Red
here,
Forest.
and I'll just relay. All right, you can just assume that whatever Luke says to the guy, I'll just relay.
Okay, you translate.
Emilio's our
Yeah,
translator.
faithfully. I will faithfully translate to both of them.
Could I make a history check to see why they would be able to speak Dorian Pigeon?
You know that there's no reason that these people would know how to speak Dorian. Nobody outside of Dorio would, except for scholars like Emilio.
And Armin. Let's not forget him. Because he's dead.
Rip.
Well, we don't know that.
Well, I'm glad to hear that I was able to help you.
You are the great one that will lead us to salvation. You will free us from our captors.
Free you from whom? Who's imprisoned you?
The Red Force. They came from the south. They imprisoned our elders and forced us to use their mushrooms.
Orions?
I do not know.
Is that where you learned to speak this tongue?
They forced this tongue upon me.
Sounds like Doria. Ah, well, I'm not sure what kind of prophecies you may have, and I'll be happy to help you in ways that I can, but fighting an entire empire is not something I could do feasibly.
We can be your army. You have saved us from the griffin and saved our crop. My young will live. We are now in your service. What will you have us do?
Great, I'm king of the plant people now. Well, first and foremost, I would ask you return my friend Griff's sword.
The larger Vegapygmy, the Vegapygmy chief, snaps his fingers and motions to the other one. The other one comes up and drops the sword at your feet, looking at the ground the whole time. He backs up from you.
Dagmar passes the sword back to Griff.
Griff just kind of stares at you, just amazed at what's going on here.
Dagmar shrugs like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, bro.
Well, keep in mind, Griff has no idea what you guys are saying. He does not comprehend any of these
Isn't
languages.
Emilio like translating in like common or whatever?
No, I can't. That is way too much work for me. I can't be translating it back for you guys as I'm trying to translate. I don't think I could handle that.
So how is Dagomir understanding?
Yeah, I'm saying, but I'm telling Dagomir what the guy's saying, but like I can't like give you guys summaries. If you overhear what I'm saying, sure, but like they're having
Yeah,
a
that's what I'm
conversation
thinking.
right now.
So yeah, I'm thinking we would be able to overhear what Emilio says.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, you say your people are enslaved. Are there still those taken captive?
There are many in the Dorian camp to the south. They have taken them far away. I can no longer feel their taproots.
Do you
Well,
happen
Griff,
to know how these mushrooms work? What exactly do they do?
I have never seen them before in my life, though they are very old. So old, our elders recognize them from their youth.
well, Griff, looks like we have a Dorian camp to attend to. Randy.
We should report this to the colonel.
Absolutely.
So should we go to this, scout this camp out first and then head back to the fort, or head straight to the fort?
I told the colonel I would be there in the day. We've been gone for 3 days now. I'm sure he must be getting worried.
We should head back and attend to this first. Veget Pygmy, man, what do I call you by? Do you have a name?
My name is Matlock.
Matlock?
All right.
Well, I'm at a loss for how to deal with the vegetable people who want to treat me like a god, and think I've come to slay the Dorian Empire.
If you have business to attend to, we can retreat into our forest and serve you at a later date. We will find you
later. Oh,
We will
that
find
would
you
be
in the forest.
Yes, we would appreciate safe passage to and fro, but we will see to this weird red forest threat.
Agreed. You have my word. We will help you.
Thank you. Oh, great savior. We will look out for you in these forests of ours.
While I'm flattered, you don't need to bow to me. I am no god.
Andy's
You-
humble.
Thank you.
It's Ghostbusters rules. Ghostbuster rules.
Please.
If someone asked if you're a god, you say yes.
The Vegapygmy chief bows to you and steps aside and motions to the wagon. You are free to pass. We will not bother you any further.
Thank you kindly. I look forward to our next meeting.
All right.
Wagon.
Yeah. So you guys get the wagon all set, uncover it in the foliage.
Dagger
Griff's got his sword back. Everything is good.
All his other gear as well.
Dagger's king of the plant people.
Yeah. Life comes at you fast.
Not kidding.
Never
All right.
saw life to be this way.
Unless anybody else has got anything to say
no.
to the plant people, we're going to be on our way back to Fort Brent.
The wheels on the wagon go round and round.
Is Mike getting on?
Mike?
Ike.
All right.
Is the spirit horse pulling the wagon?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you guys should do that, right? You're not going to.
We're not gonna pull the wagon. I mean, it's either the spirit horse or
Yeah, or
What if we have the plant
Or these
dog?
veggie
Slave
beasts.
army.
What
I
if we have the
don't
plant
think
dog? pull the wagon?
I should abuse my new position as plant god to
No.
make them pull us
Yeah,
around. with the
Tidal won't
rickshaw.
suggest this. I'm suggesting this out of character.
That seems very like a not Dagmer thing to do.
Oh,
Okay.
I totally forgot. Maik, I'm going to give you a point of inspiration for using the psychic whispers to talk to Armin in his dying breath. That was pretty cool. Good job.
Oh shit! Yeah.
What's the point
What
of
does that do?
inspiration?
You
yeah.
can add advantage to any roll once.
Yeah.
And then it goes away.
Oh, I know. Sweet.
Yes. All right. So, how are you pulling this wagon?
Emilio.
The ghost horse.
Emilio does have the saddle.
Yeah, but I already used it today. so
Nah,
I
don't worry about it. We're just fucking around at the end of the session.
can't. Okay, I summon the horse and I ask him his name.
My name's Grimble.
Grimble, nice
I
to
love him.
meet you. Would you mind pulling this wagon?
Ah, sure thing. You gotta stay up on top of me though. I'll go away if you don't.
I'd be happy to.
Yeah.
All right, you guys begin the trek back to Fort Brent with Emilio riding a pale blue horse, pulling a wagon. All right. As you guys near the edge of the forest, you hear far behind you a heart-rending screech. It chills all of you to the bone, as you have heard it as you heard it the day before or earlier. It seems like a father crying out for his young. It is very far away, though. You have made good time from the mountain. A light breeze drifts down the mountain, pushing all the trees in an unearthly wave.
I dislike that vehemently.
All right. So, you're going up to Fort Brent. It's the same kind of scene. A lot of people on the roads, refugees, yada, yada, yada. You start to come through the town. You pass the Machias. Oh, you already passed the Machias farm. You're way past that. You start to see more refugees on the road. As you approach some of the farms, and it starts to get a little bit denser towards the road, you all notice a familiar black robe figure walking along the side of the road. They're tall, and when you pass, you can kind of see underneath the hood a little bit of a burn scar on their face.
Is that the,
Mordecai.
that's like. Did the guard at the warehouse have a scar under his eye?
Oh, stop the wagon.
Griff grinds the wagon to a halt. Well, I suppose it would be Emilio driving, right?
I'm sitting on the horse. That doesn't mean I'm driving, right? I'm just keeping the horse here.
That's true. Okay. Yeah, Griff halts the wagon.
Randolph jumps off the wagon, runs to the figure, says, "Mordecai, is that you?"
The figure turns around and
You waiting on me? Yeah.
yeah, boss, it's you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wait. I don't respond until a hand is placed upon my shoulder, where I then flip around and like put hands on both my short swords as my hood flies back, revealing my half burnt face, and down the left side of my body, blotchy red burns all the way down my arm, and blood red eyes staring back at you. Who goes there? Who are you? What do you want?
Oh, well, this nice lady at the library suggested that. Well, she showed me the founder, and it looked like you. I
Library?
thought
What
maybe
library?
I'm mistaken for someone else.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Are you cops? What are you?
No, we're adventurers. My name's Randolph. Your name is
Sparky.
Farky.
No. Sparky.
Okay.
What is he saying his name is?
Well, if you'd like, we have room on the wagon if you'd like to accompany us.
I'd very much like that. Climb onto the wagon. Not caring if my foot steps on this linen cloth.
So, what's your story, traveler?
What is all our stories? Traveling around, getting into trouble, fighting the guards.
Interesting.
You fight gods. That is quite interesting. You're right.
Oh, they fight me. They're always on my
Sound-
case for something.
Like a criminal.
What? No!
I'm not
Doesn't quite
the
No.
largest fan of
You-
the guards either.
Dagon
just have-
returns to Griffin, raises an eyebrow.
I just
Yeah, I
have
don't
a
like this
very
guy, I'm gonna be
distinct
honest.
scar.
I don't think we should let this guy on our wagon.
Did the guards do that to you?
No. That was the sun goddess.
Oh,
What?
The sun goddess. She watches over me, and I point to the sky.
Dagon returns back to Griffin, raises the other eyebrow.
Griff just kind of sighs and says, "I'll just get rid of him at the fort. I don't want to deal with this."
Sparky,
Oh,
Sparky not wearing
criminally-
a shirt, only the hood and pants, bare feet. Oh, and also barefoot. He only has one leg.
So, are we going to get a visual aid for this character in the chat, or?
Um,
Up
Do
to you,
you-
balls.
oh yeah. Well, I only got this one picture that kind of best. It's not. Hang on.
Not
let me-
perfect, but
It's not
So what is
perfect.
the other leg?
Well, that's up to because we talked about it with Swifty.
I don't remember you talking to me about his leg.
No, you suggested how maybe that me and Tidal know each other.
Yeah, it seemed like you guys had a plan, but
Yeah. Well, wait, I never planned anything with him. I was planning with
Yeah,
you.
he never talked to me.
I thought
Because
it seemed
you're
like
the
you
one.
guys had a plan.
You were the one that suggested you have to have something like some kind of connection with one of them.
Your
Okay.
thing was I have one leg.
Well, no, the thing was that I lost my leg to a shark, and in the water,
like,
a certain fishman may have saved me. So yeah,
Okay,
like this.
so you need to tell me about this before the session
say
happens.
that. I didn't. I don't know.
Then
did he need to tell you though?
I don't know because I was talking
I mean,
about.
I don't know.
I
Do I?
actually talked
I
about this
don't-
with Swifty
Alright.
like yesterday or the
What's
day
the
before.
golden rule of ad lib?
To always be
It's just-
inclusive.
Yes,
Yes,
and
saying
Yes,
improv.
and. So yeah, the picture is kind of like this, but except it goes down half his face, and then it goes down his arm, and then across his chest.
so he's wearing like a sleeveless cloak, basically.
Yeah, he's wearing. Well, he's wearing. Well, it was just a hood and like cloak with an open front, with no sleeves and such. So he's kept his entire
But it has
body.
does it have sides?
It does have sides. It's like a full body coat that just has a single seam down the front, like a poncho type thing with no sleeves.
But it's open.
Yeah, it's open. Like when he turned around, he flicked it open with both his arms.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's just get this straight. Do I know you or do I not?
Yeah, title. When the guy takes his hood down, you recognize his face as one of the first human faces you saw as you left your homeworld. When you decided to come ashore, you came upon a man being attacked by a shark with his leg almost chopped off. You managed to talk the shark down from eating him, and just to take his leg as tribute, you pushed the unconscious man up to a piece of driftwood from a recent shipwreck and went on your way.
I would like to think I also stabilized him
Yes.
with lay on hands that day.
Sure.
All right. So I would then recognize as he gets on the wagon.
Yeah, he takes his hood down, and it's a moment of, whoa, I know
Whoa.
you.
Big boy.
Huh. Well,
Fuck me
my
dead.
ancestors are my my parents always did tell me about destiny, and I never took quite an interest in it. But
Who's
if there
Destiny?
ain't more proof than that,
Aye.
Title puts out his hand for a handshake.
I clap it back with a firm grip.
And Title returns it with a great firm grip.
And then I also use my other hand to shake his hand. And can I do sleight of hand to take his bracelet if he has one?
He does
Sure.
not have a bracelet.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
damn it.
Never mind then.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, just like that. Just like, you know.
Watch your stuff with this guy around.
Yeah.
All right.
Would I? Can I also do an insight check to see if this is a criminal type of person? Like a person who would steal from me?
Sure. Do an insight check.
All right. Because I noticed he talked a lot.
Could I do
I'm not doing it based on. I'm not doing a meta thing like him. Like,
Well, I mean, somebody did call him a criminal.
I want to make
that's
that very clear. Emilio does not like him. This guy seems like a criminal. I think he's going to get us in trouble with the guards.
yeah, that's what I'm basing it on. I got a natural 1.
Oh, yeah.
the
he
most
seems,
innocent man on
yeah.
earth?
The man in front of you may as well be Mahatma Gandhi. He's beyond reproach.
I trust him. It's good to have friendly. It's good to have a friendly face amongst
Yes. I'd also like to point out that he does smell of the sea and a bit of sulfur.
Title breathes it in as the smells of home,
Okay.
except the sulfur.
All right. You roll over the last hill before Fort Brent and can see far beyond on the northwestern side a massive column of troops marching towards Fort Brent. They're Tavares soldiers, in the thousands at least.
Yeah.
Griff almost gasps as he sees this. He's like, they're finally sending us reinforcements.
Looks like the cavalry's come.
I'm just gonna pull my hood back up and over my face while they sit in the wagon.
All right. Pull up to the gates and arrive at Fort Brent. You see the streets are filled with soldiers. Where before it was one soldier to one person, there are now at least 3 soldiers to one person roaming around. Combined with the refugee camps that are ever growing, Fort Brent is positively a metropolis at this point. Emilio, riding atop your pale blue horse, draws a lot of funny looks from the crowd. A lot of people haven't seen anything like that before. You notice a group of kids pointing and gawking at you guys. As Griff leads the wagon up to Brent Castle, you see northwest of the fort, what used to be a marching ground is now occupied by a massive yellow and white tent. The peak of the center pole is as high as the fort and is flanked by 2 large tents beside it. You can count almost 40 guards standing around the edges of the tent before losing sight of them. These are Tavarese soldiers, but are clearly different. Their plate armor glints golden in the noon light, and all of them carry finely crafted shields, unlike any you've ever seen. The most striking factor is their physique. Each one is a hulking tower of muscle, with the shortest looking to be about 6'5".
Ground guard?
Griff, seeing this, looks a little shaken and says, I'll go talk to the colonel and see what's going on. Wait for me in the castle courtyard.
Wait, can I come with you?
Why?
I have a very important question for the colonel about those soldiers that went missing, that we found, the farm that's feeding your army.
I suppose it's only fair. You can come with me. Alright. So the rest of you going to castle courtyard? Anybody straying? Just kind of hanging out?
Eek's gonna go to the apothecary.
You're not going to go to the castle?
I'll go to the castle first.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna.
We'll have some time.
I'm gonna.
I have some business to attend to.
I'm gonna separate from the wagon and try to stay away from the guards.
Yes.
Alright.
As soon as we wrapped up this business at the keep here, we ought to go around the rest of the town. I found some interesting folk throughout.
Hey, Dagomir.
I'm just not going back to the blacksmith.
Let's suppose we go back to the blacksmith at Dagomir.
Alright. Dagomir, you follow Griff through the castle to Colonel LaRuca's office. Griff knocks on it, and a page opens the door and opens it for him. They exchange pleasantries, and the colonel says that he's glad to see Griff. Colonel looks at you and says, "Well, it's what I owe the pleasure of a Northern Reaches soldier here."
Colonel Ruka, I have but a few questions for you. First and foremost, I found a detachment of Northern Reaches soldiers, dead, at the farm that you sent us to. He holds the halberd out as offering proof of finding these soldiers. I know they were stationed here at Fort Cooley as well. I was hoping you would have known what happened to them.
I knew this day would come. Your soldiers were stationed here for a long time. They helped us stave off the first wave of attacks from the Dorians. They were incredible fighters. We sent them on many missions. They were great, but the more we sent them, the more they changed. It seemed as though their minds were being poisoned. One day I sent them to some ruins near the Machias farm, and they never returned. And we're just so stretched thin here, I couldn't do anything for them. I'm sorry.
I understand. Could you point out these ruins on a map for me?
I gladly would. Although I admit, I am shocked that you do not know this already. We sent letters a month ago.
Month?
They should have arrived at Dowlin by at least a week ago.
My priestess told me nothing of these. In fact, she made mention of the fact that we had heard nothing.
We made contact with the Jarl Sidgir. He was the one that was handling the troops. We were told to contact him should anything happen to them.
I see. Well, I thank you for you explaining all of this. Is there anything else that you would know about their mission? Anything at all that might prove helpful in my investigation?
I know their leader, Sven. He was the most affected by all of this. They were, I don't know, he got in trouble with the guard, and I don't know. It's hard to say.
Sven
But-
was in trouble with the guard? Do you know where he went?
he never came back from the mission that we sent them on, but his behavior was worrying.
Interesting. Well, beyond that, Colonel, I did have one other matter for you. He pulls the the manifesto of the employee manifesto from the warehouse that we raided, that the drug place. While we were helping resolve some of the criminal issues in your city, we found a manifesto listing the names of people who worked at a drug warehouse. I was wondering if perhaps you would like this list to compare with your research or make arrests, something to that matter. See if you recognize any of the names. One of the guards seems to number among their ranks. They are paying off one of your men.
The city guard has been a thorn in my side ever since I arrived here. They're a completely separate entity, but I know the captain of the guard is doing the best he can. I'll pass this information to him.
Well, who is the captain of the guard, may I ask?
His name is Gerald. I'm sure he's busy right now, but I will pass this information on to them. Thank you.
Right.
Are your friends here? I'm sure they would love to receive their payment for these jobs you've completed.
Indeed, they would, and I as well. I
Mike's
appreciate you
speak up.
remembering a job well done, Colonel.
Go bring them in here while I speak with Griff. We'll
Dagamir goes to, or gives a slight bow of the head as he walks out of the room.
Alright. I'll have Griff come get you when he's done debriefing.
Brilliant. Thank you kindly.
All right. So you step out of the room, and Griff's in there for maybe 5 minutes, probably less. And he steps out of the room looking white as a sheet. He kind of sheepishly motions for you guys to go in.
All of us.
Yeah,
Roll
all of you. Yeah.
including me.
Are you going in, or are you just kind of hanging out?
I'll go in because I'll just pretend like I was like I heard reward. I'm just gonna tag tail along with this.
That's scummy as fuck.
Yeah, I would just stop him. I don't know this guy. I don't want him coming in with us.
Yeah,
He's
Tidal
like
Tidal
a
would say.
criminal. Like, I don't want him hearing fucking
The-
reward shit. Just hey,
the
you stay out
reward
here,
is-
buddy. Hey, we
with all
got
due
you to
respect,
town. Why don't you run along?
No. With all due respect, my friend, the reward is not for you.
Is there like a clerk I can talk to before we go in?
I give a shrug.
There is a temple we could stop by later.
A clerk or a cleric?
Clerk, like for the castle.
Yeah, there are a few pages running around. There's one just kind of hanging out by Colonel Luca's office.
I'm mostly just trying to track down Armin's lists of death logs that he had given to the colonel.
That was almost certainly thrown in the trash.
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily.
All of the names were misspelled.
Are you asking the page about it?
Yes.
They kind of look at you and like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Shit, I'm gonna have to go to the library.
All right, so Dagamir is going into the colonel's room. I don't know, or who else is
And
following him in the office.
Tidal would not let balls in.
All right.
Far-
You also type
Is
your
his name
character's name
Farky?
out because
Randolph's entering.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't.
Aiki's entering.
What is your actual character's name?
Oh, you want me to type it in the
Yes,
Albert?
Yes,
or
please.
Albert? Or?
In the
Yes.
campaign.
No.
No, in the campaign.
No,
New Albert, who just
Discord.
There we go.
Sparky. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
you guys step
I
in.
said Sarfarki.
You guys step in,
Yeah,
and
that's what I
Maruka, the colonel, is standing behind his desk. He looks at you guys with a wide smile. He says, well, you've returned. Took a little longer than I expected, but I am glad to hear the Maki's family is safe.
Yeah,
Griff?
but it would cost.
Griff informed me that you killed not one, but 2 carrion crawlers. They've been a menace lately. It's good to know they are gone for now. And a troll, too! Fantastic. The colonel reaches into a desk drawer and pulls out a leather pouch that clinks with the sound of gold as he handles it.
Did Griff also fail to mention the 4 griffins we killed?
Or the man we lost along the
Oh, right. No, wait. Fuck. That's not a thing that people can do here.
That's illegal.
That's probably
So
why
you
he
should
got
not
chewed
have
out.
said
huh?
that. Title eyes you, even
Mhm.
though he both respects and disagrees with what you said.
Randolph over here says, we also may have found a temporary solution to some refugees. The Maki's family could use some more farmhands, so perhaps some refugees looking for work could help out with that farm.
Griff,
Agamer was trying to get paid. Said stupid shit.
Yeah, you
Like
did.
an ass.
Very Witcher of you.
Hey,
The colonel
monsters
drops-
get paid.
The colonel drops the bag of gold on his desk and just stares daggers at Griff. And he says, "Ambushed by reavers, Griff. Is that what happened? Get out of my sight. I should have you court-martialed." And
Well-
Griff slinks out of the room without another word. The colonel comes in front of the desk, and he kind of just walks in front of you guys and stares at each one of you. When he gets to you, Mike, he clobbers you on the head and pulls the griffin feather out of your hood. He looks at it and says, "Wow, so you people are truly some of the stupidest mercenaries I've ever hired."
To be fair, they ate our mounts that pulled the
You
wagon.
shut up, Dorian. You shut up.
And
Do you have
killed
any
our
idea
friend.
what you have done? The massive tent you saw out there is Prince Philippe's consort. He traveled here from Karnheim to study the griffins living in the hills and take an egg for his own. The young prince believes it is his destiny to revive the Royal Griffin Cavalry. He has been training for a decade to go and fight the griffins on the mount. I should have you all hanged.
I know you told me not to speak, but we have a griffin egg that the prince
No.
might be interested
You
in.
have an egg?
No.
Hand over the egg right now. Right now.
You're welcome for killing the man-eating monsters, by
You
the
son
way.
of a bitch. I was going to raise this griffin as my own.
Yeah, couldn't have
Had
tried
to
to
go
sell
say
it to
something.
the fucking prince either. No, we just had to give it to the guy. Sweet guys. You guys are so good at getting money.
I'm not sure if you want me to if you want to retcon this or anything, but if you want to,
No, we're not.
Okay, I just wanted to see like
Yeah,
if you
good
want-
call.
Literally
No.
looking up the gestation time for incubating the egg. I'm like, I'm going to definitely raise this as my own.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about retconning the fact that we're
Wasn't
killing
planning
the
on
egg.
selling it to the apothecary or anything.
I was talking about retconning the fact that maybe Sparky may have stole it.
Why
My
would we
egg?
go back in
Fuck
time and
that
have
shit.
you
No,
stole
no,
something?
no. All right. We're going back in the game. We're getting back
Yeah.
in the immersion. All right.
Yep.
Give me the egg right now.
May cans it over.
Oh my god. You have ruined so much planning for this kingdom.
Quite frankly, I could care less about your monster worship.
You need to keep your mouth shut if you want to keep your life, Daggerman.
You should care that the prince living in the tent mere 50 feet from here will hear of this and call for your heads. Give me one reason why I shouldn't march over there, give him this myself, and tell him to come and kill you.
Because
We have
then you
information
bring them
regarding the Dorians.
Oh,
I see we're not welcome here, so we'll see our way out. Have a good day, Colonel.
Hey,
Could I burst into the room and like because they caught me and I clap my hands and pull off my hood, hoping that
he looks at you and he kind of just, who the hell are you?
you don't recognize me.
Should I?
I'm the famous criminal.
Tidal is amazed and shocked.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Come on!
All right. There is one thing you can do that will redeem you from me, that will prevent me from cutting you up into tiny little pieces and scattering you to the four winds. The Reavers have grown in ranks, and I can't get approval to go in there and kill them. If you go and do that, I won't have you hanged.
How merciful.
They're at the
If we
ruins that
can.
your basket-cased soldier you sent us was last seen at. So that's a boon for you. Now get out of here, and if I ever see you again, I will kill you myself.
You're welcome to
How
try.
will we let you
Dagomir
know that
says,
the job
walking
is
out
done?
of the
What
room.
the fuck's wrong with you, Dagomir?
He's being
I
a
just say
dick.
that. I say that in character to him. What the fuck's wrong with you? This guy is in charge of all the fucking soldiers out there. What's in your fucking head, man? You were level-headed like 5 minutes ago. You got a fucking boner for fucking with authority? Hey, thanks for not killing us. We'll go do the job. All right? And then I leave.
How do we let you know that the job is done?
Go ask someone else stupid questions. Now get out of here.
I like this Dagomir guy. I like him a lot.
The Terravies think they're so much better than us.
I'm gonna give Dagomir a
What
clap
did-
as he walks out.
What did Randy say?
Oh, nothing.
All right. Apparently, no one wants to speak their
See,
mind.
and if we were
Tidal
in
says
Doria,
sarcastically.
we would get way more respect for taking care of the savage beasts.
All right, fuck off, you goddamn terrorist.
Oh,
I don't think that is very kind to say.
He's trying to fucking influence us to join his evil empire. I'm not here
Oh.
for it.
the judgy
I think we should
being locked
have
away in a library,
open
secluded
mind
for
all
years,
cultures
would
of this realm.
do that to you.
I can't even hear you. You're whispering. If you want to convince me to join your evil empire, you got to be louder.
No.
Just
All
turn
right.
them up in Discord.
You guys walk out of the castle, and you see Griff kind of standing in the street, just kind of kicking at the dirt.
So did we not get paid for that job then?
Nope.
Fucking sweet.
Oh my god.
Tidal is very angry.
So how much
Great.
gold do we get split up
But he
between
doesn't
all of
show
us?
Griff looks at you guys and says, Do you think he knows? Oh no, he was there. What? Why would you tell him? Why?
Yeah, Dagomir, why would you tell him?
I apologize. It slipped my mind.
It slipped your mind? He's gonna kill me!
Technically,
You're gonna
he's
kick my
not.
whole family out of this town!
Not if you do
Oh.
one job.
One
Very
job?
nice.
Try to
Job.
redeem redemption.
One job? You...
Self-exile is always an option.
No. I'm going to face the music. I should have never gotten involved with you people. You have no idea what you deal with on a daily basis. You lucked into a cake mercenary position and you managed to fuck that up. If I ever see you around Jerry's again, I'm gonna kill you. And he walks away.
If I hear you threaten us once again, I'll kill you now.
Mike's walking away.
Randy accompanies Mike.
Tidal does the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be with these people. I'm gonna just leave.
Sorry, but
Oh wow.
Like, this party is like bad, and like I don't think my character would want to hang out with them for a while. So he's gonna go fuck off for a day or so. Meet him back up when it's time for the job, I think, to not get murdered by the guards. So you're not gonna see him for a couple hours. Just
Fair
gonna
enough.
Go to the library, I guess. I don't know.
Alright, well, Emilio's going to hang out at the library.
Just I just honestly think I would kill one of them.
I'm gonna go to wherever I can sell this fucking carnelian gem.
I know where we can go. Come along.
Mike accompanies you.
I'm
Okay.
also going to follow because I.
Did we
Use
get
this
any
stuff.
gold from that bag, by the way?
We got
Oh,
none
no.
of it.
You got nothing.
Perfect. Okay. Well, I hope you have gold. We're going shopping.
Yeah,
To the
but
oddments.
Yeah.
Going to the oddments store. Whoop whoop. Talking
right.
to a Cajun door. Whoop whoop.
You got so Mike and Randy and Sparky are going to Oddments.
So title accompanying them as well.
Okay, Emilio's off
Unless that,
reconsidering his life.
Yeah, don't even worry about me, bud.
where did Dagamir go?
Yeah,
I don't know. Dagmer's kind of just putzing it around. Probably just going with the group, I guess.
Yeah, that's
So,
kind of what Title's doing.
Whoever will not be upset at him for having his countrymen called crazy and being told that even though they're worshiping a dangerous man-killing monster, it's
I'm gonna lag behind with Dagamir and be like, I don't know what that stupid idiot was saying, but you were totally right.
Title,
Everything you said was correct.
Title says to Dagamir, "You know, your honesty is quite respectable.
well, perhaps I should learn to bite my tongue some.
It's a skill that we must all bear to learn."
Look what biting my
Sometimes-
tongue got me, and I just show off.
Show off what?
Oh, the fact that most of my body's burned and one leg.
That's what.
yeah. Do you have like a peg leg?
Yeah,
Okay.
Did you not read the messages?
You didn't tell me.
So,
a peg
what's
leg.
your background? Is
do you-
the thiefy Rogeeth type?
Let's take a break to do a background.
Pirate?
He was.
Oh, he
on a
does have
ship-
peg leg. Yep.
Yeah,
I must have glossed over that. That's my bad.
He was on a ship, and there was a massive explosion, which caused most of the burns on his body, and and I think we're also throwing the shark thing in there as well. There goes his leg. And he spent a good part of a week floating around the ocean, talking to the sun, till he was picked up and then mercenaried on a merchant ship, and where was I going with this?
Background?
Only
Yeah.
you could know that.
Yeah, background. And kind of did some shady shit, killed some people, piracy, and now he's on the run.
You're not much on the run. You tell everyone you're a criminal. I think you're just being a criminal somewhere else. Not sure
Yeah.
that counts as a
I'm trying
That's
to be.
what
I'm
we're
trying
all
to be
doing, isn't it?
famous.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'm a criminal. Can I hang out with you?
You guys seem cool.
Title likes him, but he is shocked that he would be a criminal.
I was kind of hoping that, like, maybe if I burst in and said I was a criminal, that maybe it would make everything better. I'd be like the
You
redeemable.
would get hanged.
Well, no, I'd be the redeemable criminal. But no, we got thrown out.
Everyone would be mad at you
Should
instead.
I just like suck it up and
Yeah, I was
be in
hoping-
a
I was
party
hoping
with the
that I would
criminal?
take- I
I
was
don't
hoping-
think my character would
I was-
want to hang out with a criminal, but
was
I'll
hoping
just
I'd
do
take
it,
the
I
heat.
guess.
Well, that's not what happened.
No.
All right, we're at the store thing. Let's go on with that.
All right,
Oh, Harold.
Randy leads you guys around the side of a building on the east side of town to a dark alley.
You have
It's
rapport
a
with Harold?
it's a maze of corridors to get there, but eventually you reach a door with a sign, with a wrought iron sign over the top that says Oddments. Oddments has a rat. There's a silhouette of a rat next to the word Oddments. As you pass it, you almost think it moves. Stepping into the shop, you see a rotund, red-haired dwarf fiddling with what looks to be a small music box. He looks up and recognizes Randy. He says, "Oh, Randy! There you are. Hi, how are you, my friend?"
Well,
Mike
how's the business
smiles.
been?
"Oh, it's all right. I sell a thing here, sell a thing there.
Yeah, I brought some more customers for you.
Oh, these are your friends you were talking about."
Yes, I think you mentioned that hatchet earlier, and I did have that other item in mind, but unfortunately, he decided to go touch some books instead.
Happens the best of them. The dwarf picks up a average-looking wood axe and just puts it on the counter in front of you guys. You wanna tell him, or should I?
Well, what's better than why tell them when you can show them?
All right, have at it. Pick something.
Go ahead, Mike. Touch the hatchet.
Mike is hesitant.
The dwarf picks up the hatchet and slams it into the wooden counter. As he pulls his hand away, the axe floats up from the counter and chops into the counter again. It keeps chopping and chopping, even though he doesn't have a hand on it. He puts his hands in front of the counter and kind of like waves them and like, look at that, yeah. He's kind of pointing at it. He's looking at you guys like, that's pretty cool, huh?
Mike
That
is
is
almost
indeed
brought to tears,
cool.
experiencing the first positive thing that he's experienced in almost a week.
He picks up the hatchet that it just keeps chopping into the bar top, and he puts it down in front of you guys. He's like, "That's I held on to that special for you because I like your friend so much here."
What is this? What is it? What's happening?
You look around the store and it's wall to wall shelves full of little knickknacks. There are shiny things. There are
Oh,
dull
Mike's eyes
things.
go
There
bright.
are glasses there are vials. There are anything you can imagine. It looks like a someone's junked out basement, but it's full of stuff with little price tags on it. He's like, "Well, welcome to Oddments. This is we sell junk that people like. I don't know. It's just you take a look around and I'll tell you about stuff."
I don't suppose you were looking to buy.
You went a little Watto there with the voice.
Yeah, I couldn't nail the voice down then. I can't nail it down now. It's just gonna change. It's just how it is.
Hey, my boy.
I have here a carnelian gem in my possession, if you were looking to purchase.
Carnelian. Oh, well, as much as I like stuff like this, there's a vendor in the stalls at the market. I'm sure he'd give you a better price for it. I don't know what
Much
to do with it.
appreciated. I don't suppose you're in the market for any basic poison.
Poison? No, the apothecary there. Yeah, that guy. He'll take it off your hands for you.
Thank you kindly for pointing me in the correct direction.
Oh, no problem. Now, can I interest you in this woodsman's hatchet?
What's the price tag we're looking at?
A measly 15 gold pieces.
Can I? I don't know if he would like even look at me. Like if I walk up, would he acknowledge me?
Ike does well to keep his distance from Sparky as often as possible.
Can I pick up to inspect the axe?
Yeah.
Uh,
Are you investigating it, or are you
no,
just
I'm
picking it up?
I'm investigating because I kind of want to know its stats.
Okay, yeah. You can roll Arcana if you want.
I will roll an Arcana.
Oh, unrelated. What class is Sparky?
He's a fighter.
Okay.
15.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you pick it up, and it's just a normal axe that if you chop it into wood, it's just gonna keep chopping on its own until it's through. It's got no other special stats.
Well, I meant like its damage. Like if I hit this with if I hit a person with it, I can't find that out if I buy
It's
it.
the normal axe,
Okay.
whatever an axe does.
Harold, you wouldn't have happened to test this on any living subjects or test experiments, have you?
Oh, I tried on a couple of the rats in the back, and they just split in half. So I suppose it works that way too.
Can I
What an
can I
interesting
barter?
piece.
Can I barter?
What are you going to say to barter?
What is an axe?
10 gold.
What kind of weapon is it?
10 gold. Oh, come on. Roll for charisma or roll for persuasion.
Could I try intimidation?
Are you gonna intimidate him by just saying 10 gold?
10 gold.
Yeah, you have to be. You have to be intimidating.
10 gold.
Oh, what are you gonna do? You're gonna attack me in my own shop? Hey, come on.
I rolled a 7.
It's 15 gold.
10 gold, and I pulled the cloak a bit to show off my short sword. I rolled a 17.
Mike shoots him some daggers.
He looks at you in the short sword and he says, "Ooh, nice! I got about 5 of those in the back."
Damn it.
We just met this guy, Harold. He wasn't originally with the people I had in mind. Probably use a hatchet for his peg leg.
Right.
We
there.
actually happened to lose a member of our company not too long ago.
Tough times. I may have something that you would like to maybe remember. Something for a lost companion. You might like it.
Oh, do tell.
He walks into the shelves and kind of just wanders around aimlessly. He like looks up and down and like he like looks back at you and like he looks at the bottom of a shelf. He's like, this is it right here. And he pulls out a set of china with hand painted periwinkles on it. It's a teacup set with 5 saucers and 4 teacups. He says,
And-
This is something you can bring to their family, and they'll be so grateful. And please, this is what you need.
Is there any magical properties
I
into
am
the
no
axe, my friend?
I am no wizard, but it is said that these teacups were owned by King Sixtus the Ninth. And he kind of looks at you with like a huh? Come on, that's kind of cool, right?
Nice.
Great salesman you are, my friend. I'm a bit strapped for coin currently, but I'll return. I've got to go sell some wares to make some coin, and I may just come back to get that axe.
Oh, fine then. I'll stick it behind the counter for you. Make sure no one comes in here. What? Sorry, go ahead.
Are there any swords in here? Like in view?
No, you don't see any swords. It's just mostly junk.
Okay. Any other weapons other than the axe?
Is this a one hand or two hand?
It's just like a woodsman's axe. Like a axe.
A log splitting axe, not a battle axe.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a tool.
Trying to.
Yeah, you don't really notice anything. I mean, the place is pretty much full of stuff. So if you want to try to investigate and look for that, you can.
Alternatively, you could ask if there's anything in particular you're looking for, or something with properties.
Do you have any magical swords?
This place is it's chock full of magic, but no magical swords. They wouldn't give me a permit.
Oh, I see. Those are quite difficult to get, I would assume.
Yeah, I dated the cousin of the inspector, and that didn't go great. Now I can't get shit from the Fort Brett government. It's just it's a whole thing.
That'll do it. I would think, as Tidal is from the ocean, he does not know.
What do you have in the the realm of jewelry?
Jewelry. Now, let me see. And he walks into the aisles again and he starts looking around. Yeah, equally as aimlessly. He pulls out
Anything?
a display case full of gaudy rings. All of them are. You can tell they're pretty chintzy. They looks like pot metal, and it's very clearly glass in there. He's like, these are the priceless costume jewelry of the Queen.
Queen of where?
The Queen of Bougainvillea.
Insight.
Sure.
Rolled 9.
Seems possible. Seems like he seems all right.
I'll pass. I don't know about my friends.
I'm good. Thank you.
Do you have any jewelry that could, or clothing in general, that would protect its wearer? Other than armor?
I
do-
don't think so. But you can come back, and I can do stuff in all the time.
Alright. I'll keep that in mind.
All right. The dwarf steps behind the counter, and he pulls out a small polished rock. It's like kind of like purple. Not like it looks like what's the fucking granite? I couldn't think of the word granite for some reason.
Granite's more reddish.
It looks like a piece of polished granite. It's about the size of a golf ball. He holds it in front of you and says, This here is the rock of healing. And he takes the golf ball and he holds it in between his pointer finger and his thumb, and he just whacks himself in the head with it. You see a drop of blood come down from his temple, and magically it seals up.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Oh, I feel a lot better. This is guaranteed healing magic right here."
And it has to touch the living thing it's healing.
Oh, it's a little temperamental. You gotta hit him with it. You gotta really give it to him.
So you have to damage to heal.
Yeah, it usually works out all right.
And if it's, let's say there was something that was close to death, and then you whacked it really hard and it died, but it healed it, would it come back to life?
Oh, it might. I don't know. I haven't killed anybody with it. Not really into murdering.
Have you killed a rat with it?
I could certainly try. And he grabs the rock and kind of steps into the back room. You hear a shuffling and some grunting noises. And he comes back with a dead rat. He's like, "Oh yeah, it did work there. It might though. I don't know."
I think I've seen enough. At least from me.
All right then. Well, that's a shame I couldn't find anything for you. Randy said you'd bring some business in, but that's fine, I guess.
I would be
My
interested
friend.
in that. Unfortunately, most of my healing magic is by touch, so
My friend, trade you deal, and I guarantee I will be back. Browse your.
All right then.
Definitely let me know if you come across any magical weapons.
All right, I'll keep an eye out for you. What's your name then?
My name is Tidal.
He jots down title on like a pad in front of him and magic weapons. He's like, go, I got written down. It's on my mind.
All right.
If you happen to find any boots that happen to modify a wearer's speed at any, do tell.
Speed then. Oh, that would be a cool one. Yeah, definitely. And he jots it down.
Maik.
As he's writing it down, you hear a quick skittering of paws behind him. As you guys are leaning on the counter, suddenly there's a dire rat jumping up on the counter, sniffing at you with his paws on the counter. This is the biggest rat you've ever seen. It's standing 2 feet at the hip, and it's almost 6 feet long.
Jesus
6 feet
Christ.
long?
Yeah, it's a long ass rat. It's got its feet up in the counter, and it's like back feet behind it. It's huge.
That's like a mastiff-sized rat.
Yeah, it's massive. Looking closer, you notice it has a lazy eye.
Okay, I take out my sword, cast light on it, and shine it in its face. Does it go away?
The rat kind of looks at it, and Dolan chuckles and tousles the hair on the dire rat's head. He's like, "Oh, easy there, Petunia." He looks at you
I was
guys.
afraid you were about to kill this man's pet.
Yeah, I put the sword away and turn it off.
Oh, it's all right. She has that effect on some people. A lot of people don't like rats. She's harmless. She is. She's a real sweetie pie. Don't mind her.
Beast speech.
Yeah.
Said your name is Petunia? Rat.
Yeah, it's my name.
How'd you two meet?
I don't know. I saw him in the swamp one day, and he kind of just walked up to me. Yeah, it's kind of cool. He gave me some food, and the rat starts sniffing. And well, he's talking to Randy.
Oh, right, yeah.
The rat starts.
Rat is sort of like almost unusually.
Yeah, it's a huge rat.
The giant rat that makes all the rules.
As you're talking to the rat starts to sniff furiously. And they're like, "What have you got there? What's that? Something smells good on you."
Who, me?
To you, yeah.
Oh, I have some marmalade. Would you like some?
Not marmalade. Something better.
Oh, I got some. Well, we were fighting some trolls earlier. I got maybe an eyeball you might be interested in eating.
And the rat starts to sniff at your. It comes around from the counter and starts to sniff at your bag. It's like something round, and it starts. Petunia lifts a paw off the ground and starts to root around in your bag and pulls out the small leather pouch you got from the man in the beginning of the game.
Good.
Oh, you mean this one? Which one?
What is this? What is this? This smells great.
Which color smells better to you?
Petunia pulls out the clear glass orb and eats it. Just pops it in her mouth like a cheese pop.
Hey,
sorry, it smells so good. It smells so good.
Harold, I needed that.
Harold's just kind of standing there looking confused. Yeah, because you're talking to his rat.
Also standing there looking good.
Well, your rat just ate a very precious item to me, and I was getting ready to, as we were heading out to purchase that item you mentioned earlier that you were safekeeping for me, and I just felt like your pet stole from me, Petunia here.
I'm real sorry about that. I've never seen her like this. She's usually just a fat old rat, pretty lazy. Something got her going.
I don't believe we discussed the price on that item we discussed earlier, but like to purchase that now. If you're not in the middle of anything.
All right then. It's here. You can take it. I'll throw in the hatchet too. 10 gold.
Oh shit! Go.
So I'm getting that item, mysterious item, and the hatchet and 10 gold, or all that for 10 gold.
All that for 10 gold.
Deal.
All right. He pushes over the axe, and it's a small glass vial. Yes.
The persuasion trinket you mentioned earlier.
What?
Is that the who we were discussing? Remember last time we talked, there was an item that you wasn't quite sure on selling me. Hence why I brought customers.
Hold on, let me check my notes because this is not ringing a bell, and I feel like it should.
I gave you a Dorian coin as a token of good faith.
Oh shit. Can Dagomir use this time while he's temporarily ostracized to head down to the port and try to find passage for someone to take Armin's body back to Rock City?
Sure, we'll do it in a second.
Well, he's ostracized.
Silica, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's
it
probably on
mentioned
me.
the woodsman's axe, which will repeatedly chop wood, a vial of bone dust, which I thought Amelia would be interested in. It also mentioned a trinket, which will be useful for charming and persuasion. That's what I have in my notes. I gave him 1 wooden Dorian coin as a token of goodwill that I will bring the party back to purchase equipment.
Okay.
Dorian currency is made out of wood.
Yes.
Yes.
But what kind of wood? Nobody knows.
Firewood.
Yeah. So, all right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a little scattered today.
Good. You're integrating a new character.
He Dolan looks at you for a second, kind of blank, and he kind of snaps to attention. He says, "Oh, right, yeah. I put it down in the back room. I'll go get it right now." And he goes around and he starts. You hear the sound of rummaging. He's just kind of like flipping shit over, like looking. He's like, "Where did I put that?" And he comes out with a key, a brass key on a chain. He's like, "That right there, that's what you need."
All right. Pleasure doing business with you. 10 gold for the hatch and the key.
All right, my friend. Thanks for bringing these guys around. Hey, you guys come back now, you hear?
Absolutely.
I
All
most
right, then.
certainly will.
All right.
I so
Yep.
do love a magic trinket.
As do I, although I have not seen someone in quite a long time. Taya would like to accompany Dagomir on his
All right. So you guys are
journey
going
to
to
find passage.
the
Thank
docks?
you, Idol.
Yep.
My-
Let's all just have an adventure together.
Okay. I much prefer that. Let's go to we're going to the docks.
I didn't know if everyone hated Dagomir for screwing them out of a payday accidentally by being a witcher.
Mike's gonna need a day or two to sleep on.
The colonel
Okay.
is rude. He was rude to me when I first met him as well.
Well,
Loose
you are
lips.
also like a Dorian.
Yeah, it's not really
Kind of knock it out for it, yeah.
I agree,
not
Rand.
really leaving a good impression.
No.
He seems to treat us as if we are his soldiers and not mercenaries. Is that what I am, by the
I don't
way?
even-
Perhaps he
even
doesn't
think
even
we're-
want a peace.
I don't even
anyway.
really think we're like mercenaries. We're travelers that he kind of asked to help him with an odd job. I guess,
I've
you
lost
know,
count of how many times he's threatened me already.
Well, you're right. You're not mercenaries because mercenaries get paid.
we
We're
did
public
all that
service
danger,
minded
we did that.
people.
Title likes that title more.
I mean,
All right.
shit. I don't think Dagomir would be upset at that title either.
You guys,
So yeah.
you guys go down to the docks. You see a bunch of people running around. There's 3. They look like long ships in port. They're flat-bottomed river cruisers.
Flat bottom
people-
girls.
There's people moving cargo in and out of them, and stacking them into wagons or into a couple of small sheds.
Is there like a port authority office anywhere?
There's a couple of dudes with clipboards. There's a half-orc. There's a very tall human, and there's a small halfling woman standing there with a clipboard. And they're kind of just directing people off of each slip.
Dagomir walks up to the group of clipboarded individuals and asks them, "Excuse me, is there a ship bound for the Western Coast Federation? I have something that needs to go to Rock City."
Western Coast? That's I'm probably leaving tomorrow. What are you trying to ship?
Well, that's the issue. A friend of ours has passed, and he requested his body be sent back home.
His body's going home, huh? Well, it's gonna be it's gonna be a pretty hefty fee, you know, especially if it's gotta go home soon.
Well, how much would it cost me?
Hold on, let me talk to my manager. I gotta check it out. And the halfling woman just kind of walks away around a shed for a second. She comes back and she says, "He said 100 gold."
100 gold. Surely there can't be.
Title
Look.
whispers to him, I don't think we have that much.
I don't know.
Stick him in a barrel full of salt.
I don't think I followed, so I don't think I'm.
No, you're not. Well, unless the whole party went.
Wallace, how much money did Armin have when he died?
You already took it.
Yeah, we already distributed the money. We already looted it.
I didn't get any money from
I
Armin.
had an idea of how it might be able to help, but since he's not there, I'm sorry.
Well, didn't everyone say that they were coming as well?
Yeah, I thought we were going on a group adventure. Just trying not to split up the party.
Yeah,
if you
group
don't have to.
adventure.
Okay.
You're
So,
there.
I mean-
I have a feature that allows me to find a criminal contact within the city. I'm wondering if I could speak to them and see if maybe I can strike up a deal on getting Armin's corpse back to Rock City. Perhaps if his corpse was also used for something else.
Are you telling me that, or are you telling the lady with the clipboard?
I'm talking to you, as in I'm giving you this idea. If I'm allowed to do this.
Okay, how does the feature work? Do you
Well,
just
okay,
like kind of say I'm gonna contact someone, or do you know them
You
already?
have a reliable and trustworthy contact who acts as your liaison to a network of other criminals. You know how to get messages to and from your contact, even over great distances. Specifically, you know the local messengers, corrupt caravan masters, and seedy sailors who can deliver messages for you.
Okay. You look around and you see your preferred contact standing by the farthest away ship. He's kind of slowly moving crate, slower than everyone else, but nobody's even looking at him.
Hey.
Is that who I think it is? Sparky, what are you doing here?
I got in some trouble back in the other continents. I'm coming out here.
Yeah, you're
Trying to make a fresh start.
You're always up to no good. What do you want?
I need a favor.
Yeah,
I got
you know this shit doesn't.
I got a corpse.
This shit does not come cheap. You know that, right?
Yeah, I figure maybe we can strike up a deal. I got this corpse. It's got to go back to Rock City. Don't ask me how.
Okay.
Do you have anything that the port officials might not want to get into Rock City? If you know what I mean.
I just might.
You can.
How big is this corpse? How big are they?
It's about. I look over at the other guys and just try to do like the head measurement thing. Because I don't know. How tall?
I don't know.
He's about 5 feet.
5 feet then. All right. I guess it might be worth it. All right. I'll do this for you, and I won't charge you anything. But there will come a time when I come up to you and I ask you for a favor, huh?
Hey, when have I ever turned down a favor?
All right.
And I give him a handshake.
You bring him by. You bring him by later tonight. We'll get it sorted out then.
I gotcha. Don't worry about it. And I walk back to the group and problem solved. What's next on the agenda?
Did we over? I don't know if we overheard that.
No, he was far away. We didn't hear
Yeah.
that.
Taking care of the burial detail.
Oh yes, he'll be sent straight back to Rock City. Who was he again?
His name was Armin.
Armin. I don't know. No.
And
Armins.
how exactly is there a time and place we need to?
Yeah, we just
put
bring him
Armin
here tonight. We just bring him here at night.
here at night?
Yep,
All
just
right.
tonight.
Right.
Sounds like it's settled then.
Yes.
All right.
We head to the town bazaar.
I hope we're all square. And I'm now useful to the group.
Mike has noticed. No. I don't know.
No.
Kind gesture on your part. Whatever you did.
Oh, did I? Oh my god. I wrote this so long ago. Did I not write them? Oh, I did. All right. All right,
I
you
knew
guys.
Kindness in you.
You guys going to the town bazaar? That's what we're doing. Yes? No?
Yeah,
Where are we going?
I'll just go along with the party.
Okay. The open air market at the center of their town is bustling. There are almost as many beggars as there are vendors, and there are guards standing at every other stall. There's a great variety of these stalls, from farmers selling fresh produce and canned goods to artists selling religious figurines and paintings. There are people haggling and vendors hawking their wares to passerby. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'd like to look out for any kind of gem merchant. Find
What kind of
Merchant?
merchant? I didn't hear you.
gems or find jewelry.
Yeah, at the far end of the row, you see a tall human man with dark skin and a hat on, a head wrap on. He's standing there with some display cases full of jewelry.
Speaking of jewelries, Sparky, you say you had the ability to decipher magical properties of items?
Did I?
I don't know. Did you? Or was that a title?
It might have been title, or it could have been Armin. I don't know.
I'm asking if anyone's proficient in Arcana. Not here.
That
Okay.
would have been either Emilio or Armin.
Oh, well.
I have -1.
Approach the shopkeeper.
Approach with Mike.
Hi guys, what can I do for you?
Greetings. I was looking to offload a carnelian gem that I have.
Yes, I
Carnelian.
have one as well.
Oh, carnelian. That's interesting. I haven't seen that in a while. Can I take a look at it?
Absolutely.
He takes the carnelian from you and he holds it up to the light and he kind of like looks at it with one eye, and he reaches into his robes pocket and pulls out a what looks like a tiny telescope, and he holds it up to his eye and he's looking at it. He's like, "Wow, this is pretty nice. Where'd you get it?"
Oh, you know. Caves. I adventure as
systems
trade.
and
Randolph
fire lizards.
pulls out the brass key and says, I also have one. What price would we be able to fetch for these two? Hint, hint, using this thing mysteriously.
All right. Yeah, roll for persuasion with advantage. There you go.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Should have handed that to me. I got a +4.
So what would with advantage be?
You roll twice and take the higher one.
The total would be 16.
All right. He looks at you, and you hear like a locking, like a door unlocking noise. He's like, "Well, I can give you 60 gold pieces a piece for him."
Deal.
All right.
I'll shake it.
He takes him and hands you back 120 gold.
Can I browse through this jeweler, like see if anything sort of pops out at me? Like I'm kind of looking for something that depicts the sun.
Sorry, what did you just say? Can you repeat that? I just got a text.
Never mind. Not important.
Okay.
I forgot it was from a different campaign. Never mind.
All right.
Shall we divvy up the gold? Not with the new character that's randomly showed themselves.
Oh, but it's between us two.
Oh,
Yeah. You're the two that sold it, so that's 60 for both of you. Unless
What? That's not how the party loot works.
You're not here. Shut
Yeah,
up.
I
This is
don't
the
know.
person
Divvy
not in
it
the
up
party
between us.
currently.
well, I mean, at the end of the day, I was going to swear.
We decided, like, when this thing happened, that we were going to split all loot equally.
I'm okay with doing it personally.
Man, that's how we've been doing.
What with my gem.
I mean, that's how we split. What's it? The gold you got from the bandits in the 1st encounter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much money Kyle's
Dagobah
supposed to
will
have.
forego his share for being an ass.
Stop flangating yourself. You're fine. Just take your money.
No, let me redeem myself
I'll take
in my
Dagobah's
harsh
share.
self punishment. No,
Fine.
you
You're
know,
Catholic. Look, you're Catholic. You know it doesn't work like that.
I gotta give it to the church. Fine,
Yeah,
whatever.
you gotta give your
Tidal
money
will
to the
take
church.
the money. Tidal will take the money as the church, as the paladin of the group. He will take the money.
I am the
Give it.
church.
Give it to Maik, seeing as how Maik helped me buy the great sword.
I kind of regret my
That's
character
between
choice
y'all.
for this campaign.
All right. All right. So you've sold your stuff. Everybody gets 20 gold.
Me.
Okay. Well, now I gotta do math again. God damn it.
See, that's what I was thinking. I was calculating in my head there.
Yep.
And
It was
it's all
so
falling.
easy.
It's all falling to pieces.
I'm gonna open up a calculator app on my fucking iPad. Everybody gets 24 gold.
Okay.
Rick throws his pouch back to Maik. For no reason other than Maik helped him buy the sword.
You're giving me your 24?
Yes.
Thank you. It brings me up to 69, boys.
Nice.
Mike chuckles to
Nice.
himself.
What's so funny?
Never mind, I got my MacGuffin ate earlier by a giant rat, but okay.
All right, I'm done here. I don't know if anybody else would like to check
I-
anything else at the bazaar.
I would like to head to the temple.
All right. All right. You guys go to the northwest side of town and see a tall, imposing structure with a high steeple and a wrought iron gate surrounding it. There are people of all races in simple blue robes with a white rope belt milling around, tending to gardens and speaking with townsfolk. It is an odd speck of serenity in the chaos that is Fort Brent. You enter through the church's wide open doors and see a massive statue of a woman in swirling robes. The statue is of brilliant azure and is lit by a huge circular skylight. The base of the statue is covered in flowers, wreaths, and candles. The smell of incense fills the air. The nave of the church is lined with blue curtains and tapestries, each depicting the goddess in the process of some charitable act. One shows her shining a light for a group of weary travelers. Another shows the goddess healing a blind man's eyes.
Do I see Alvin?
Off in the corner, you see him tending to a young family. That's what the statue looks like.
My God,
I
this is
enjoy
better.
getting this. What the fuck? Is that the Night
And
Mother?
that's the dude you see in the corner. He's not wearing that. He's wearing like a robe that color,
Oh,
like a monk's robe.
I greet him in
the white-
Elvish.
he smiles and says in Elvish, good to hear my mother tongue again. Are you in need of something? And he recognizes Randy, and he looks and he laughs and says, Randy, you've come back to us. How have you been?
Oh, we've been on an adventure out dealing with some nuances, attacking some of the townsfolk around here.
Oh, yeah, a lot of that going around these days. Well, I'm glad you're here.
And perhaps I could help heal some more folks here. How's the food situation?
Food situation is strained. Our master hasn't come out of isolation yet. It's been a while. People are starting to get worried.
On the way here, we were seeing even more refugees pile in, and even more soldiers arrived, which is more mouths to feed.
It's true. The soldiers are beginning to choke this town out, but we will prevail. Jiro will guide us.
Perhaps it's best if we inform the master of the current situation.
Nobody can speak to him. It's impossible. Only he can come out of his isolation.
Fair enough. Mike, would you accompany me in the back? There's something. When there's a whispering after walking away from Alvin, there's something weird going on in the back here. Maybe your sneaky skills could come in handy here.
I don't. Do we have permission to be here?
It's a temple for feeding homeless people. I helped heal and feed a few of them here.
All right. As long as we're not desecrating any holy ground.
Just to pretend you're praying to Jiral or whoever her name is.
Dagomir, who is suspicious of religion as a concept, kind of just stands around and looks around like he doesn't have anything to do.
My goddess might strike me down if I enter another church. So I'll stay outside.
Okay.
So we'll peek around the back of the statue in the middle, and earlier you mentioned there was something involving my stones or something with some slots in there, like a little puzzle. Abora.
Where, in the back of the church?
By the statue. The Jiren.
No, if the
Jiral.
statue was just a bunch of stuff. You heard the thumping when you got there. That's it. And then you did the stuff with the door.
There's something about the stones in Jiral's shrine might be related.
I don't know anything about that.
No. Okay, I guess need to take better notes anyway. Anyway, is Alvin looking towards this way while we can sneak in the back without?
Elvin's off tending to someone else right now.
All right, so we slowly sleek through the curtains in the back, and Mike probably hears the weird thumping going on in the back now.
Yeah, as you get closer to the statue, you can feel like the ground, like a rhythmic thump. Every 2 seconds, it's thump, thump. And as you draw closer to the back wall of the church, it gets louder, and you can feel it more clearly through the ground.
Can I roll an investigation check?
What
don't
are you
know.
investigating?
I don't know.
Well, there's a door back here that's unlocked. It would be great if you could go back there and just do some surveillance.
All right. I guess I could roll a stealth.
All right, you're gonna. Yeah, you guys walk up to a door that's kind of like half concealed with curtains from the ceiling. It's in the back behind the statue, next to a table with a water jug on it. If you want to try to sneak in, you can do that. Roll for stealth.
All right. That's gonna be a dirty 20.
All right, yeah.
Nice.
You creep into the room and see 8 Jiran monks standing in a circle around a gigantic metal cauldron. They've all got their hands straight up in the air like they're praising the sun. And you as you get into the room, you can feel the thumping in your chest rhythmically. You see a light blue glow from the inside the massive cauldron, but other than that, that's all you see.
Is this like? I guess I'll listen in. Is there any kind of chanting going on?
There's no
Or just
chanting.
for any...
There's no chanting. There's no noise. They're just standing there, and you just feel the thumping.
Can I do a religion check to see if this is any significant ritual within this religion?
Sure. I mean, I don't. How would you have any knowledge of this religion? You're from the other island.
Well, I have a background as a hermit. I don't know.
I could a motion towards Mike and like, hey, I have this jar of marmalade. How about you toss in the cauldron? Let's see what happens.
Okay, Mike. What?
That seems like an interesting response.
So the monks are they moving? Do they seem like they're conscious at all?
Mike, this is what I have to. So they use this ritual to create more food. However, they require other food or material to create more food. It seems suspicious.
Oh.
So here I have some food. Let's see what happens.
All right. So okay, I guess. Well, I'll just toss that in there, huh?
All right.
Big old jar of marmalade.
Roll to toss the jar of marmalade in there.
What would that be?
Just an attack roll. It's an improvised weapon.
Could I do acrobatics with my tail?
You can do that if you want, but it's not going to affect the roll of your throwing the jar.
Okay.
I thought it would be athletics, but okay. There. I rolled a hit, not the damage. Blech.
Well, I'm going to use my inspiration here. So we're not taking this nat 1. All right, we rolled 12.
All right. You huck the jar of marmalade into the cauldron. The thumping goes on, and you can see that the cauldron is starting to bubble. There are big orange bubbles floating out of it and floating to the ceiling and popping. The thumping starts to grow louder as orange frothy stuff starts to flow out of the cauldron. The monks do not move.
I look nervously back to Randy.
Should we? Do you think they'll notice if we walk in further?
I kind of would like to observe further.
Fair enough.
Okay. The thumping grows quicker and quicker. And the cauldron starts to roil even higher. It's now gushing over the sides like a pot boiling over. A thick orange liquid. It smells like marmalade. One of the monks is splashed with the stuff, and he wakes up from his trance and says, brothers, what is going on?
Flee.
And he looks around.
Tidal is not in the room. He did not go inside.
Just having a brisk walk out. Da-da-da.
Yeah, Mike's gonna slink out the door.
All right. Are you guys leaving? Or are you gonna hang around and look?
We're leaving. We're not making eye contact. We're leaving.
Elvin sees you go and says, "Bye, guys. Great to see you."
Nod.
Oh no! I just hope a Dorian spy poisoned town's food.
Steve, did you do the last inactive?
Poisoned
list, or
with
did I?
marmalade.
Poisoned with marble.
What?
Did you do the last inactive list, or did I?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll do this one.
Works for
All
me.
right, that was a strange occurrence, and I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to
All
look
right.
back.
You guys want to go anywhere else in Fort Brent?
Yes, to the
The food
apothecary.
is people.
All right. You walk up to the apothecary. Approaching the store, you see a sign on the door that says "Window service only. Knock for service," with an arrow pointing to a small alcove with a narrow oak door. There is a brass door knocker in the shape of a monkey's paw at the top and a small brass slot below it. Above that is another brass slot about the size of a ruler.
Give it the old knock.
After about 30 seconds, the sliding peephole at the top of the door opens, and you see two brown eyes staring back at you. It's hard to see, but from the crow's feet around their eyes and wrinkles, you can tell the shopkeeper is quite old. Harsh voice rings out. "What you want?"
Greetings, shopkeep. You're the local apothecary.
"Yeah, I got potions.
Care to give us your name?
My name Greg."
Craig.
That sounds real.
Are you old?
What do you mean am I old? Do you want something or what?"
Sorry, I apologize for my teasing. Would you be interested in any basic poison, my friend?
"Basic poison? What? Where'd you get it?"
Oh, no, worry not the ways which we obtain.
I don't want to be buying no bunk."
Oh, I assure you, this is not bunk.
"All right, well, let me check it out. I'll let you know." And the small slot at the bottom opens up.
I place
But-
a. What?
No, no.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. I was just going to say something stupid.
Place the half ounce of basic poison in a vial in the slot.
All right. He after about 5 minutes, the slot in the door opens up again, and he looks at you and says, "I give you 60 gold."
I look to the other party members for confirmation whether or not that is a proper amount of gold.
Tidal doesn't know.
60 gold for.
Half ounce of poison.
Sounds fair.
All right. Yeah. I'll take
Especially,
that. I'll take that.
what we went through for it.
That's true. Absolutely nothing. All right. I'll take the 60 gold. We'll divvy that up amongst us again. I don't know how much.
Is Sparky going to share or no?
No. Sorry, Sparky.
What?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody gets 10 gold. Including Sparky.
Including Emilio.
Wait, I get gold.
Yeah, you got 10 gold. Bam.
All right. Sweet.
Oh, my
Okay.
question was, gets the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Party share. Didn't want to give any gold to Sparky until he proved himself, but I guess what he did at the port was payment. I guess the 10's payment enough.
What time is it now? Is it near dark?
It's around dinner time.
Greg, would you happen to be? Are you in the market for any ingredients for other poisons, potions, lotions?
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, I have some troll parts. I don't know if you would be interested in those.
Whole flesh?
Eyeballs, teeth.
You ain't got any flesh?
Oh,
Darn.
Let me see the eyeball. I want to see it.
It sees you. Here you go.
The slot closes, and you hear like a slurping noise.
Ew.
It's like,
The grapefruit technique.
and the door opens again, and this eyeball's sitting there, and he's like, "All right, 20 gold."
Fair enough.
There, slot closes. And there's a pouch with 20 gold sitting there instead of the eyeball.
Are you interested in troll teeth as well?
Nah. Let it.
For now, that's it. I appreciate your patronage, my friend.
Come
Or I
back.
guess I was the patron, huh?
And he closes the door. The eye peephole.
There's no
Peephole.
such thing as black powder in this universe, is there?
Nope.
Okay.
Unfortunately not.
Okay, never mind. But we should probably get to the porch for my friend.
Greg does sell healing potions, though.
Ooh. I'm good.
Amongst other wares.
I put my arm around Dagmar's shoulder. I say, "What say you and I pay ourselves a little visit to the smithy, my friend?"
What ends? Pay him back for his wheelbarrow?
I think we do right to make amends with the people we can in the city while we can.
I would be inclined to agree with you. Dagomir says, very self-awarely.
All right, so you guys are heading back into the blacksmith.
To make amends.
The blacksmith is sitting at an anvil, hammering on something. When you approach, you don't hear him. He doesn't hear you. Sorry.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello? Oh, look it's the guys who stole my wheelbarrow.
Well, stole. No. It was destroyed by
You
accident.
destroyed my wheelbarrow? Why?
Well, it fell into the river.
It fell into the river. Yeah, like I haven't heard that one before. You stole it.
I came back here to compensate you for it.
3 days later.
Compensate me how?
Well, how much did it cost?
Oh, it was a pretty nice wheelbarrow. I'd say maybe 15 gold.
None.
What?
All right.
I lost a man's wheelbarrow. I'm gonna pay him back for it.
Mike is surprised and appreciates you just doing it, you know?
Brings me to 19.
All right, well, you guys are all right. It's fine.
I would like
I
to
apologize
apologize.
for the inconvenience.
Can I
It's all right.
Can I browse this blacksmith's wares?
We were actually looking to as well.
I
was,
am
anyway.
all set on the weapon department.
All right.
My good sir, what do you have in the market of light armor?
Light armor. I have studded leather.
Ooh, how much could I get a piece? How much for?
Don't you guys still have the one from my body?
Yeah, but somebody else took that, and I would like an upgrade.
Studded leather is going to run you about, let's say, 75 gold.
75. I don't suppose I could talk you down anywhere there, my friend.
If need be, Dagomir can also float you.
I mean,
You're silly. Yeah, I can just lower my prices for anyone. No, it's 75 gold. Come on.
Yeah, he didn't lower the price for the
Fair's fair.
great sword either.
And to see you doing business with us anyway, given the circumstances, I appreciate that. 75's well and good. I'll take it.
All right, here you go. You want me to inscribe something on it? Maybe like a little picture. I don't know, something cute.
Oh man, you can't ask me a question like that. What the fuck are you doing? I can't answer that quickly. I'm good for now. No, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Is your friends want anything either? Or?
Do you happen to purchase equipment as well?
Ooh, good point.
I might. What
Well,
do
I
you-
have this leather chess piece here that would be of great interest to you.
Is it used?
Barely.
How much blood is it?
Could I roll persuasion?
What are you trying to?
Oh,
persuade
it's seasoned, battle hardened, tried and tested
All right, roll for persuasion.
with the brass key.
Breast.
Oh, it's a 1-a-day thing. Okay.
Now, is it 1 a day per person?
Where's my owlbear?
I know, right? I'm getting lost. Menus.
It's obviously not per person because this is a different person.
Closed my owlbear. Oh no. But it doesn't take that personally.
Feels good to get that extra AC up there.
Same owlbear in the chat, just for you.
Oh, I just rolled.
Oh.
22.
All right. I guess.
So we have leather armor, and I have like crossbow and some bolts.
And I have a
So-
leather armor as well that I would like to get rid of.
All right. I guess I can give you 7 gold for the armors
Each?
each. Yeah.
All right. I'm good with selling mine for that much.
And the light crossbow and bolts.
Are you selling all my shit?
No, I'm selling shit I don't. My character starts with that I don't care for.
I can give you 15 gold for the crossbow.
Okay.
So
All
what are we
right.
up to now?
It would be what, 22 for Randy selling the shit, and what, 10 for the leather armor for Mike.
All right. Would you be interested in this short sword?
A short sword. Now that's a little bit more in my wheelhouse.
Ah.
5 gold.
I mean, yeah, you take what you can with the money you have, I guess. I'll take it.
All right. And these bolts here, I don't need these bolts. You just hold on to them.
I thought we were splitting the money when we sold stuff, or are we not doing that?
This isn't like loot. This is like stuff that they had.
They had
That's
Yeah, this is
their-
this is my short sword I started with. Now that I have the
Oh.
psychic blades, I don't need to use it anymore.
Now I understand.
Would you like my bolts?
I
Uh,
don't have. I have a short bow. Oh, you're talking to him. My bad.
Are you talking to the shopkeeper?
Oh, that anyone here who would be interested in bolts party wise?
Dagomir has a crossbow, but already has 20 bolts. I could take another 20 bolts, I guess.
There you go.
Grand total of 40.
Let's get a repeating crossbow in the chat. All right, Mike is completely done with all of the nonsense he wants to do today.
All right. You done your shopping for the day?
He's
Anybody
tired.
else?
He's beaten down.
Dagmar is going to accompany Sparky to the docks to help see off Armin.
It's probably best if we do this alone. So if you want to say anything goodbye to him now, now's the best to do it.
I've already said all to him that I need to.
Oh, Mike's gonna actually slip away to the library quick.
Yeah, how about we rendezvous and find the wizard in the library?
Okay, so you guys are going on the docks, and then we're gonna cut to the library real quick. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you get down to the docks, and your criminal contact is standing there. He's kind of looking impatient. He's like, God, let's get this going. The ship leaves in 3 hours.
Well, here he is.
Oh, God. Missing a head. What the fuck happened?
Don't worry
What
about
do you
it.
mean he's missing a head? It's covered. How can you see that? The head.
He's wrapped in
Oh,
linen.
I'm gonna break character. The head is attached to the body,
With
Bro.
rope.
right? So how
And-
can
I
you see
forgot
that
you did
if
that.
he's covered with linen?
Okay, let me rephrase. Wow, you guys tied his head to his body. What the fuck happened?
Don't
How can you
ask.
see this? Okay, maybe we're visualizing this different because I imagine it that I just tied his head to his body and then covered it.
All right, well, he's gonna pull back the linen and look at the body.
Well, what are you doing that for?
Don't worry about it.
The guy looks at Title and he's like, how do you think this works? We're taking him
Why do you
across
need-
the ocean for free.
Here you go.
So you need to look at the. I don't know what's going on.
Stop. Shut it. Stop.
The guy
Everyone,
pulls-
Stop.
The guy pulls over a crate and starts and lifts open the lid, and it's just full of bricks of the drugs that you guys saw at the warehouse. And he
Heinous.
he grabs on.
Son of a bitch.
Let's.
He grabs onto the neck hole of Armin's corpse
All right, guys,
and
let's
just
go.
rips it. He starts pulling on it
Let's
and
just go.
just shoving drugs inside
Let's
Armin's
just go.
body.
Let's just
my
leave.
god.
Let's just leave.
Thing.
I'm so glad I didn't go there.
He looks up at you guys and says, like, what the fuck are you guys looking at? You don't need me anymore. Get the fuck out of here before they see us.
So this body's not going to get buried when it gets to Rock City. It's just going to get thrown wherever they put their drug mule bodies.
Yeah, I don't know why any of you thought that was a good plan.
What's that in the bag?
Don't
Mike-
worry about it. Let's just go.
Yeah, it looks interesting. I'd like to try some.
What are you, a cop? Get out of here.
That's what I said.
I was looking to buy, but okay.
I don't think Daggermer could really stand for this. How about you guys? Who else is here with me besides Sparky? Did everyone come or no?
I went to the library.
Title's obviously there because
Apparently everyone thinks I'm a cop and a spy. I'm just trying to score a hit. I don't know. All right, let's go to the library.
Just trying to get high.
How does Title feel about them cramming the corpse of his former comrade with drugs to be used as a mule across the sea?
Well, this is quite ironic that we are now helping the very industry that we were trying to destroy.
Hey, let's not talk about that out loud, okay? These guys may have worked.
It's funny. What's happening right now is in direct opposition to what I was trying to do at the library.
What would you suggest, Dagamir?
I would suggest taking the corpse back and trying to... How much money does the party have left over?
The guy stuffing the corpse looks and says, "Oh no, this corpse is going. I already shoved a bunch of drugs inside this guy. I'm not doing this again.
Let's go,
All right.
Dagger. Pretend
You
never
guys should get the
saw
fuck
this.
out of here before something happens."
There are worse ways the dead could be handled.
He's
Rand-
dead.
is
He
Rand-
doesn't care
Oh,
anymore.
Randy's there.
Daggermer leaves very, very upset.
That's
I think
fine.
Dagomir
And I
should
did-
be
I-
crestfallen
I did
and
say
takes.
I did say I should probably have gone alone.
I think if Dagomir walks away from this, he should be crestfallen and take a disadvantage on his next roll.
Title
Crestfallen
walks
name.
beside Dagamir and kind of has his head down. It's like,
What is
"Today not
crestfallen?
our-"
Nah, that's
Don't
just
think
me
I
making
pulled that for
something
you.
up. Don't worry.
Oh,
It's just its flavor. I don't
Today-
know.
Today is clearly our group.
He's very,
not
very
on
upset
this
about this, and his opinion of Sparky has plummeted to near hatred.
I tried to help.
Below Armin
But-
levels.
Dagomir
No.
will remember this.
Dagomir got along okay with Armin. Dagomir does not care for Sparky anymore.
I feel like Sparky isn't. This isn't the campaign for Sparky. I really
It's
feel
really
like
not, buddy.
no.
Yeah, you're
There's a lot
playing,
of very good
evil
people in
criminal
this
character.
party.
I don't. Swifty, it's your call.
No, well, it could be useful.
So far,
I think
the
I'm curious to
party-
see the.
The party hates him. He's got no magic abilities. He's just a sword.
We have too
I'm
much magic. It's about the balance.
I'm not
Balance of
going to
power.
tell you not to play a character, but if the whole party is saying that they do not want to play with his character, you should probably play something else.
I will make a
character.
new character that is the
No, in
complete-
character, we're I think in character, all the other characters are saying how much they don't like your character.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we actually hate your character.
If my character was there when you pulled like any of the shit you did, I would have put a fucking. I wouldn't have killed you, but I definitely would have reported you to the cops.
You could
Yeah, as
say,
long as nobody tells me, as long as nobody tells Mike about.
you're adding character.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as long
but
as I see
I
nothing of what
understand.
you do, or hear about anything of what you do, or get any idea of what you do.
the
So
Yeah.
basically, if
whole-
you're not,
this isn't the campaign for Sparky.
You're good. You're good. No, it's
Okay.
you're good.
No, I'm saying it's not. I'm
Yeah.
definitely against. I'm definitely saying it's not.
Balls, if you don't want to play him anymore, you don't have to. I'm not going to force you into it. It's just one session.
I chose the wrong session to bring him in. This is I'm going okay.
Perhaps Sparky would
splits
realize
off.
this.
He gets
No.
I'm splitting Sparky off from the party. I'm fucking roll. You guys continue. I'm making a new character.
There goes
I'm gonna
free
not.
boat rides.
I'm okay with not riding the drug stuffing express.
Yeah.
so
I would say just keep him though,
Oh yeah.
That's a good-
I'm keeping Sparky for an evil campaign.
Yeah.
even as
yeah,
like.
that's kind of what I was thinking. Like when
Yeah.
you showed up
'Cause,
and he's
yeah.
like, "Hey, I'm a criminal bad guy." I'm like, I don't know if that fits with our
No.
good
See-
guy heroes campaign.
I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna go for I'm a criminal bad guy, but secretly I have a big heart. But you're actually just a criminal bad guy who's kind
it's
of a
just-
piece of shit.
it's just Sparky.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Do you want me to make him level 1, 2, what? 50? I'll just do this silently.
no.
I'll just do this silently in the background.
You're level 2.
Yep, level 2.
All right. Are you making a new character? Or
Oh
you
yeah. I'm just
I
doing
don't
it
get
for-
why alignment's such a thing. I thought it's fun.
I was kind of looking forward to the inner conflict.
Yeah, everyone's
that's gonna
like
happen.
good or
I'm not
neutral,
good with conflict.
good. But and then we have the one evil guy.
So yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I feel differently than how my character feels because I
Mhm.
feel like I don't think this guy feels right for the party with him being bad and
Yeah.
everyone else trying to be like a hero. And then my character's like, oh, this is like my friend. This is like the
Yeah,
guy I
no.
saved. He fits in.
Doesn't work like that.
Yes. So, I
Hey,
mean, do what you want.
What is
but
everyone
I
in the
think
party?
it's fine if you keep the
Dagomir's a
session.
fighter. Emilio's a wizard. Mike is a rogue.
Yes,
Yes.
rogue.
Yeah. What is Silica and Elgato?
Warlock.
Warlock and
Paladin.
Paladin.
okay. Okay. I'm gonna bring something to the party.
Wait, what is Randy?
Warlock.
Warlock.
Okay.
All right. So I don't want to wreck this whole thing. You know?
No, we're not retconning it.
We're not
You know,
retconning
keep him
it.
for the rest of the session, and then we will part ways, potentially not
But
amicably.
if
Okay,
if you
yeah.
feel free
Beginning
to,
of next
feel free to
session, we'll
ignore him.
we'll get rid of Sparky and we'll
Yeah.
bring in your character.
Aww,
We could
I
have a
like
big-
Sparky.
We could have a big like, I don't know, confrontation soon
About
You know,
this.
maybe
about this. Yeah.
when Balls' third character dies, bring back Sparky.
bring back Spark.
Yeah.
Guess
Sparky
who's
comes
back?
back and he's like fixed.
Back
Oh
again.
man, you looking good. You look like my 4th and 5th husband.
Sparky arrested, like turn him in.
And get money for it.
That's how we get our money. Yes, we turn in Sparky. We get our money from the Colonel.
No, the Colonel did not give a shit about him. He's a fake, famous criminal.
I'm gonna be
it's the
fully
point buy
honest.
system, right?
The colonel doesn't enforce laws. He's a army guy.
Yes, tied up. I'm gonna be honest. Like me, I was thinking about killing the Colonel, or at least threatening him.
We're doing the point buy system.
guys
You
aren't
guys
we?
are so down with
What?
killing like lawfully appointed fucking
Knew it.
people. Like what the
I
fuck?
I'm not
would
good with
Kind
that.
of.
wholeheartedly not recommend trying to kill the colonel. It
Yeah.
will not end well.
I mean, hey,
don't
we can
think
Hail
that's
Mary
why I
this
didn't- that's why I
campaign and
didn't
send
do
it in
it.
an entirely different direction on Swifty.
I
That's definitely-
I guess we are gonna end up going Dorian until we kill the Emperor or some shit. And then we're gonna make our own
Yeah,
country.
Take Fort Brent for our own.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do that.
All right, I would like to go to the library.
okay. Let's everyone chill out. We're all gonna meet at the library, right?
The smell of
Ugh.
fresh books chills us out.
Yeah. All right. You guys walk into the library. Amelia, do you want to do like your intro to the library because you got there way before everyone else, or do you?
Oh,
are
you know, I was studying maps and stuff. I was hanging out. You know, just trying to
Oh.
chill.
Did you say you were studying maps?
Oh, you know, I was studying maps, man.
Okay. Okay. Hold on one second.
Nice.
Hold on one second.
Doing my what is it? My arcanology.
Oh,
You find this map that it just explains the districts of Tavari. It's a nice map. You like it. You like it a lot.
This is a good map. I'm gonna start sketching my own copy of it. And that's what I do most of the day.
Okay.
What? Wait, did the librarian fix up the maps or whatever?
It's a different map. It's just a different map that Emilio
Oh.
really likes, and I also really like because I made it. I spent too much time on it, and it's useless.
And
Where's the link?
I get my copy of the map I lent the librarian back to.
All right. We're going to the library.
Good map though.
Thanks. I
You
spent too
can't
much
see
time on
though.
it.
You might want to drop that in the everyone chat.
I would like to
Okay.
see that, yeah.
Yeah,
Good map.
I just want to remind you about
Nice.
Yeah, mom.
All right, we're going to the library.
Upon entering, I pat Emilio on the back and hand him his little sack of coinage that we accumulated on our shopping, our sales.
Appreciated.
You're welcome.
All right, as you guys arrive at the library, entering, you see a different person standing at the desk, or sitting at the desk. You see a tall, dark-haired elf. She is concentrating
Aw.
on writing something in a large book.
Is this
Oh,
the,
you know
Olivia,
what?
how are you?
Is this the librarian?
Good to
This
see
is
you
the
again,
night
Olivia.
librarian.
Oh, it's different to the day librarian.
Holy shit. I greet her in Elvish.
Ah, well acquainted. Nice to see you again, Randy. How have you been?
Well, I found some history books and scrolls you may all be interested in.
Oh yeah? Let me see if we have it in the collection. Can I hold? Can I see them?
Absolutely.
What books? Armin's books?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Looks like we have a copy of most of these here. Don't have this one though. Squirrel recipes? No, that can't be right.
What?
Yeah, looks like they're all in the collection here. Is there something else you were looking for?
Something. Well, you mentioned earlier about the founder Mordecai and how he looked a lot like the person who originally sent me here from Ashtown.
Ah, yes. Mr. Dolomew, the patron of the library here.
Oh, I thought you said his name was Mordecai. My apologies.
No, his name's Mordecai. It's Mordecai Dolomew.
Oh, okay. He sent me here. Well, he looks awfully familiar, like the portrait, which you said looked like me. So I was curious if I could peruse some research. And he gave me these stones. A giant rat ate one of them earlier, so I'm losing time here on figuring out this clues, and it's a little mystery going on.
Well, there's some stuff in the archives. If one of you has a library card, I can help you with that.
Does anyone here happen to be a resident of this region?
No, not me.
Didn't I get a library card last time I came here?
Did you?
I feel like if he's studying maps, he probably has one of his.
No, you
I
can just
don't
walk in
know.
and use the shit. This is
Well,
like
then let's go with no. I don't feel like that makes any sense, right?
no.
Okay.
If you don't have a Brent library card, there are other. Maybe you have access through your academic institution. Maybe you pay for a subscription through something. I don't know. Are any of you academics?
Yeah, I am. I am with Gabon University.
Ah, yes. Do you have any kind of identification?
I do, and I showed it.
All right. She takes it and starts to write stuff down in the book. She like flips over a couple of pages, and she like rips off a perforated piece on the back and says, "Here you go. This is a library card. You can use that at any of the libraries in the district."
Thank you very much. All right, Randy, what did you want to do with this?
Check the archives. Look for some sort of literature intertwined with the library's founder. I swear this is the same guy I've met in Ashtown who sent me here. Before I left Ashtown for here, he gave me 3 stones. One clear, which the rat ate, and the other was blue and red. Let me check through my bags.
All right. The librarian looks up and says, "Oh, how silly of me. Let me take you to the archive. Follow me." And she leads you guys through the stacks to a reading room in the back. The room is full of comfy chairs, couches, and a few tables. There are 1 or 2 people drowsily reading. The walls are lined with shelves, and the musty odor of old books grows stronger. The back wall is lined with scrolls floor to ceiling, save for a marble fireplace and a portrait hanging over it. Peering up at it, you are shocked to see an elf that bears a striking resemblance to Randy.
Hey, that guy looks just like you.
Yes, the man who sent me here looked a bit like him. He had a scar on his face, which is, of course, why I mistook the criminal for him. Obviously, it couldn't be him. Alithia, does the name Argus ring a bell?
Argus. No.
Oh, he said his name was Argus at the time. But the resemblance is striking.
I told you last. It's impossible that you've met him. If he were alive today, he'd be what, 400 years old? That's insane.
In elf years or common years?
Elves live a long time, but not that long.
How long do elves live?
200, 250
Okay.
years.
What about half elves?
I think it's long. I'm not sure on that.
Longer than humans, not as long as pure elves.
Yeah.
Half elves turn adult when they're 20 instead of like 16 in D&D.
Gotcha.
I thought it was 100. I guess it depends on the source book.
5e player handbook.
Fuck, I'm trying to find something. I got so many folders full of shit. Okay. not Sparky. Mike, title. Emilio. Yeah. Mike, title, Emilio. When you look at this portrait, you stare at it for a second and realize that this is a younger version of the man that you met at the beginning of the campaign. He's the man that sent you on this quest to Ozura.
Mike's hairs stand on end.
Meow.
Interesting.
Realize.
I don't remember
realize.
what my original. I don't remember what my original task was for.
I think it was just a, hey, you want a job?
What was his job?
It was like, I think he said, I believe he said, I need a Triton for a group of employees of mine. I can get it. I'm pulling it up right now. I'll get it for you.
Did he? What name? Is the name Argus sound familiar, or did there's the same person go by different names for all of us?
Are you asking me or Lithia?
The party.
Okay.
I don't know what name he said. He went.
He was wearing a red robe.
Patch on the eye. Remember, correct?
Burn scar on the side of his face.
That's your intro title.
I'm just trying to read mine. Pages.
Okay. So, is anyone got saying? Because I'm done reading it.
Find any books yet, Wizard? Connecting all of these dots together.
Hey, do I find any cool books?
So, any hot leads?
Hold on. Olivia leads you to a smaller room with a big lock on it, like a big metal lock on it. She takes a key from her pocket and opens it up and opens up a closet just filled to the brim with like books and scrolls. And she says, "Yeah, sorry, we haven't been able to do any accessioning lately. It's been pretty busy. So you could just take a look through here and see what you find. A lot of this is just his old personal correspondence, you know."
I'd like to roll bureaucracy. Oh shit, wrong campaign. I bet.
Yeah, I wish though.
Let's see.
Roll for
I roll
investigation.
investigation, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the
Roll performance, performative bureaucracy.
14 plus 6, that makes 20.
Wow. You find what looks to be a journal. Looks pretty old. It's pretty weathered, and it's got MD on the cover.
I will peruse it.
Reading through, it seems to be an account of Mordecai Dolomue's travels through the northern reaches. It details meeting with elders and traveling all across the land. He makes special note of visiting Mount Ivald and saying that it felt powerful.
Okay. I will relay the gist to the party. At least the members that care.
Yeah.
Make it a little hurry. I don't know. Would Dagomir know much about Mount Ivald that would help
Well,
understand why this.
Yeah, Mount Ivald is like the central. It's named for the central god of the Northern Reaches religion. It's definitely a place of power. It would be very interesting that this man had such a reverence for it, considering he's not from the Northern Reaches. Your interest would be piqued.
Okay. Well, I suppose Dagmar will take note of the mysterious ancient elf man who took note of the power of his home country's gods, even though he does not.
Okay, I have a new character created. I just need a name.
I would like.
Damn, that was fast.
Sam Squanch.
Ah,
All right.
I'm making an owlbear character named Sam Squanch.
You guys can poke around the archives if you want a little bit more.
I would like to talk to the librarian about tracking down a small journal that seems like it could have been thrown out, but there's a chance it might have been saved by somebody.
All right. I can help you find that. What's the journal? Who's it by?
It's a journal names written by an Armin.
I have Armin's journal.
Ah,
The one he
look at
turned
that.
in with the names of corpses to the colonel.
Oh.
Oh, I don't have any military documents here. This is mostly fiction, some nonfiction, and just the archives, really.
Hmm. It's unfortunate, right?
All right.
So, Alithia,
Yeah.
got any plans for later tonight?
Well, I have to work until 6 a.m., so that's my plan.
Oh, that's right. You do that every day?
I am the night librarian.
Even on weekends?
I have Sundays off.
Oh. Got any plan for next Sunday?
I don't know.
Randy trying to score.
I rolled at 18 for persuasion. How about,
Mike's your wingman.
Yeah,
You roll
Sunday.
advantage.
Why don't you come by on Sunday at 6 a.m. and we'll get breakfast or something?
all right, sounds good. Catch you later.
Have fun, guys.
Now,
All
how
right.
graphic do you get when you roleplay with us?
Are we gonna get some ERP in here?
I want full penetrate. No, I'm just... Okay,
That's
new
the only
character.
time I'm ever going to turn my video camera on.
Nice.
Oh God.
Okay, new character and name done. I will send Swifty the PDF.
All right, word. All right, so you guys leave the library. It's kind of late, 9 o'clock. Where are you going to try to sleep? You going to try to sleep?
Not
can't go to
Jerry's.
Why
On account
not
of
Jerry's?
Griff saying he was going to kill us if he
told
saw
me he
us
would
again.
kill-
Yeah,
me.
but why does that? I don't think that would dissuade title.
Okay.
I mean,
Have fun getting killed. Title.
What's
Title.
the bit lip?
The bit lip is
Title.
also a tavern.
Title.
I figured it
Griff can
was.
take it.
I
believe
think
in you.
There, I
Go
hope
with
that
God, young soul.
works.
I mean, do you want to make a new character? Is that what you're telling me? Because look, I'm telling you, you go to Jerry's, and Griff's gonna try to kill you. Like he'll make good on his threat. He's got Big Jim, he's got Philippa, he's got Hannah, and he's got Jerry. You know,
Why are they on his side? That doesn't make sense.
because
Whatever.
he's
He
Yeah,
lives in the
'cause-
city. He's probably frequented that bar very often.
one of them is his girlfriend, right?
Yes, the redhead, I believe.
There
Oh,
is
right.
the redhead's actually his daughter, but
Oh,
there is another pub. Perhaps we could visit for
yeah,
lodging.
the shit one.
Yeah, I think we should go to the other pub that doesn't have an angry sergeant in it.
It's on the other side of town.
I mean, look, if you really want to go to Jerry's, we can do it. But I just want to warn you.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be a
no.
bloodbath.
That's a bad idea. Let's not.
Let's
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Bite
do that.
our lips and tongues and go to the bit lip.
Okay.
Is that how that expression works?
I do have no idea what
Dagmer is
expression.
definitely doing a whole lot of biting his tongue right now.
Man. All right, you guys go to the bit lip. You walk up to it. It's a pretty nondescript looking bar. It's across the road from the guard barracks. And it's not as loud as Jerry's was when you arrived. It could pass for an accountant's office from the outside. You open the doors to the bit lip and are met with a cozy sight. A roaring fire, a pig roasting on a spit, and many patrons packed around the bar or tables. As you make your way inside, you notice that some of the patrons are eyeing you warily, and others are stone-faced staring at you. The bar is oddly quiet, with a soft murmur of patrons talking to each other. Behind the bar is a haggard-looking old woman with long gray hair. She is busily pacing back and forth, filling orders for beer or meat. She seems to be the only one working.
Dagmer approaches the counter and attempts to hail the owner.
Looks like she has scabies.
She fills some. She hands someone else a tankard of meat and walks up and says, "What do you want?"
We were hoping to inquire if you had any rooms to rent. Place to spend the night.
Emilio, you look around and notice that many of the people in the bar are either wearing Tavare military tunics or are outright wearing armor. Some of them have the crest of Fort Brent on them as well. It seems you have stumbled into a cop bar.
I'm gonna wait outside. And I bid you adieu. Pull up my hood and then fuck off.
The bartender looks at you, Dagamir. Sorry, I forgot your character's name.
Yeah.
She says, "Well, I only got the one room, and there's one bed in it, so if all 6 of you want to sleep in there, then I guess I could rent it to you for 6 times the price."
6 times. How much does it go for normally?
Well, usually 7, but for you, 10.
I don't know. How do we feel about spending 10 gold a person on a room for a night?
Not well.
Yeah, no.
10 gold a person or 10 gold total?
Would it be more relaxing to just camp out in the woods?
I mean, there's a nice, cool tower. We could just camp out in there.
I'm okay with camping outside of Fort Brent for the night, and not spending the night in a cop bar either.
Probably even find like a refugee family to
What?
bunk up
What?
with.
You want to be a refugee to the fucking
Shop for
refugees?
refugees?
You want to
I mean, at
pretend
this rate,
to
everyone
be a
hates us. We can't go to the north part of the city.
You say everyone hates us like it's not our fucking fault. Like, I don't know, guys.
It's not my fault.
We just piss everyone off and like shit on people, and they don't like us. I don't get it.
Hey, I don't know. Fuck the Colonel. He's an asshole.
Yeah, today's session was a real heel turn for you guys.
It's funny you mention that.
I'm,
Because
so,
Mike
I'm
is
sorry.
gonna-
I'm sorry, my character was a piece of shit.
It wasn't even your character.
Everyone wanted to kill people today. I don't.
Mike has
I don't
unfinished
get it. I don't know what
business.
happened.
We've all got
Okay,
unfinished
wanting to
business.
kill people and
I would
actually
like to
doing
slink
very
away.
We're
good.
all on edge from Armin's
But you kept
death.
saying, but you would say, "Oh man, this makes me want to kill you." Like to important NPCs with like power that you have to respect. There's a reason my guy had to leave for a while, right?
That sounded more like what Dagger's doing than what Dido was doing.
Hey, he threatened to kill me himself. I said he was welcome to try. That seems like a very Witcher Dagomir-esque
Yeah,
response.
you're not wrong. But
I didn't
yeah.
say I'm gonna fucking kill you. He said he was gonna kill me, and Dagomir said he would defend himself.
I see it in the roleplay context.
I'm not trying to tell you what's fair, buddy. I'm trying to tell you like this guy's in charge of an army,
Yeah,
and you're like, yeah, fuck you, dude.
I don't think Dagomir would really give a shit about
We
something
could
like
take
that.
him.
All right. Are you guys staying at the Bit Lip? Are you gonna camp outside for the night?
I'm gonna camp. Fuck this cop bar shit. I'm not spending the night in a place full of people that I just pissed off the commander of.
Okay.
Yeah, Tyler will go with Dagamir wherever he goes.
Yeah,
Mike's
this is right
gonna
next to the barracks.
I'm gonna
split
say
away from the party.
I'm gonna say Sparky waits till everyone's asleep and then leaves. If you guys want to keep holding your coin pouches, that's probably for the best. But yeah,
Yeah, good
Sparky's
call.
gone. He's gone. He fucks off in the middle of the night.
God.
Are we,
All right,
do you want me to cut the recording?
Please.